Welcome, citizens of Throsia. I am Sir Nock. Thank you. I am the Keeper of Bar here at the Hex. I am the advocate for the champions, and I am your host. Thank you for your presence, those of you who are here with us in the Hex, and those of you who are watching from afar on your arcane devices. We are about to present 5 courageous champions with their clan sigils. These sigils attest that they have been chosen by their clans for this incredibly important mission. They will be sent far across the sea to the land of Glemt, the home of the giants. They have stolen the spell book of Malthior, and as long as it is in their possession, they pose a grave threat to our lives. So, because this mission is so dangerous, because indeed they may not all return, let us send them off in strong Throtian fashion. Are you ready to meet them?
Oh, yeah!
I said, are you ready?
Yeah!
Are you ready?
Yeah!
Then I give you Giacomo Palazzo from Clan Malthior. Chantilly Inkwell from Clan Veneda. Introducing Booball from Clan Talum. Oh, over here, Booball. Booball, it's right here.
It's good. It's good.
From Clan Krieg, Dag, son of Zeg, son of Dag.
Oh, yeah!
And from Clan Aria, Delia Zarzathixin. Last but not least, the Keeper of the Keys, he who sees into the beyond, the 5th of his name, Calibor!
Champions, let us lock in our sigils. Let the quest begin.
Good to see you. All my fans.
Thank you, champions. Because the events that will transpire here tonight will affect not only the peoples of Throsia, but potentially even the continents beyond, we must see that all things are done in fairness and according with the counsel of the gods and the decrees that have been set forth. As such, I call forth our arbiter, Krello.
Boo.
Comes for us all. Not me so much, I'm fine, but for all of you, for all of them, it's as natural as being born. I think people make such a big deal about it. Look, if we're going to enjoy the proceedings of this weekend at all, we all have to be comfortable with the fact that people die. As such, I am here as Justice's arbiter. That's right, Justice Possessive, Justice's arbiter, Krello. I'm here to just make sure that we abide the laws of Pleiana, the sacred texts of Schmungens and Schmaggins. I answer only to 3 authorities. Pleiana herself, the Hexmaster, and give it up. And of course, boons, which are manifestations of the love of you, the citizens of Throsha. You want to get these people some boons so they can resist the pull of justice? Go to hivechannel5.com. Be patient, because as I said before the show started, the gnome who runs our server is dead. It's just being operated by an undead gnome at this point. Great work ethic, but still a little slow. And get some boons for them so that they can resist the clarion call of death that comes for all of them. I love you, Throsha.
Thank you, Krello. Barkeep, before we prepare our champions, do you have any words of wisdom for them?
We've seen how powerful these giants can be. 2 of our number have already fallen to their axes. What's going on between you 2?
Oh, Sir Nock,
Is he harassing you?
you missed it. No, we're fine.
You're fine.
We're good.
Hi, my name's Dag.
Yeah, this is Dag.
Hi, Dag. All right, I'm going to keep an eye on you 2.
Hey.
And on the rest of you too, because I believe in you. I believe that you can recover the pieces of the stolen spellbook, and I believe you can come back alive. In fact, I'm counting on it. That's all.
Thank you, Barkeep.
Hey, bing bong! Someone stole my bell. I don't know where it is.
I mean, it's. I believe that's your fault. You can't keep track of it, right? That's up to you. That's your responsibility.
Permission to kill Jacquino without any other consequences?
Oh, it's happened before.
Well, first of all, no.
Dang it!
And I believe, yes.
It was a good try, Jacquino.
What can I say?
It really wasn't.
You're sitting next to the rogue. I don't know what else you expect.
What did you
All
expect?
I didn't choose the seating arrangements. Justice did.
Very well. Champions, when last we met together, the group of you, with one different face, went to the island between the continent of Throsha and the continent of Glempt, tracked down the hill giant who was holding apparently a piece of the spellbook of Malthior, as well as you uncovered a most unusual crystal sphere in which you saw some strange forms, and then potentially a new ally. That's yet to be determined. But the fey creature Hotch is now in your keep as you will travel. And so this evening we are sending you out to the continent of the giants itself. There you will be entering the desert and approaching the volcano in its center where the fire giants reside. As we look at the map that you obtained on your last quest, you can see the Iron Desert in the center of the continent, and there, the fire giant capital, the city of Farovane. We cannot send you directly to the volcano as we do not want you to attract attention. As was pointed out by our barkeep, these giants are intensely powerful beings. And so we need you to attempt to infiltrate their keep and see if you can obtain, hopefully, the rest of Malthior's spellbook, but we shall see. Champions, may you fly safely on the wings of Sorios. Barkeep, how are the keys?
Jingle jangle, I can't even handle it.
That's good enough for me. Please unlock and open the channels.
Opening the channels.
You might want to hold on to this one.
What's going on?
Come on.
What was that?
Oh, that's the channel.
It's the only way to travel, mates.
So I'm a bit out of sorts here.
You'll get it.
Did I hear something about dragons? Or was that giants? Or what are we doing here?
I'm a dragon. We're fighting giants.
Okay. I'm sorry. When I agreed to come on this adventure, I did not agree to any giants.
Well, you did. You signed the waiver.
Yeah.
I watched you sign it.
True. I probably shouldn't have just perused it a little bit more.
It was really small ink.
Yes, very
Did
small.
explicitly say giants in big bold text, though.
It's true.
I think Krello wrote it, so it's kind of weird. It's
Yeah,
it's
he's
okay.
got rather bad handwriting.
He does tend to phrase these things very strangely.
Well, all right then.
Well,
Yeah.
the group of you find yourself in a wasteland of sand dunes, and in the distance you can see looming an immense volcano.
You guys,
That's foreboding.
I'm an ice dragon. This
A little bit
fire's
warm.
not really my thing.
Right. This must be what it's like in Krillow's heart.
It's just factual. I mean,
In the satchel where you're keeping the crystal you obtained on your last quest, you hear a voice and see a glow of light emerge from the top as you hear a voice say, "I suggest that you start walking."
That is a great idea, my little friend.
What is that?
That's oh, go ahead.
That's a good question.
His name's Hotch. We found him on a boat.
Yeah.
Have we established who he is yet?
No, but we have established that he is strangely attractive. We don't know why,
He's-
but we
that
all
is
seem to
true.
feel some kind of affinity towards him. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just Windy.
Do you think
And
that
we're in the
Hotch is
habit of
attractive?
just picking up random
he's
strange
not my type.
creatures and putting them in bags.
Yes, I suppose so. He did ask us very politely.
Oh, well, if he did ask correctly, then
Right.
that makes perfect sense.
All right,
yes,
well,
of course.
should we just head to the volcano?
I think that's a good idea. Hotch, do you have any sorts of insights here? Maybe something that we should be watching out for?
The glowing light from the crystal dies,
Oh.
and he falls silent.
Very helpful, thank you.
Well,
I guess we go to the volcano.
right.
All right, champions, you find yourselves walking, trudging through these sands. As an immense heat bears down upon all of you, it begins to take its toll. With each plodding step, the volcano does not seem to draw any closer. But you know you must be advancing, for you can see your footsteps laid out behind you.
I pop out one of my seeds in a bag and I just toss it there in the sand. Watch this.
The seed in question is a bad seed.
It's a bad seed.
I,
I'm gonna take it though.
why are you growing a bad seed?
Well, it's the thing is, I kind of hit my head some time ago, and I don't quite remember everything that happens when I use me magic. Sometimes good, sometimes bad.
That's,
I like it. Let's roll those dice.
oh yeah, that's very exciting.
I wouldn't recommend eating this one though.
Guys, we've been traveling for 5 minutes and I've already had all my water.
Oh, dear. And his bladder's like...
It's true.
No, we can't afford any more bathroom breaks, okay?
Right. I mean, yeah, pick some sand, I guess.
You hear a tiny voice from the bag once again, as Hotch says, "Perhaps if you were to ask slightly more politely, I would be inclined to be of assistance."
Were we
Hotch,
being rude before?
me old mate, I apologise. I might not have given you the deference that you are owed, that you are used to, accustomed to. But in this time of uncertainty, we could use a bit of a hand. I know you haven't got hands, but if you did, I'm sure that you might be inclined to offer us one.
That's
Is there
rude.
any way that you could help us? Please.
He turns his large single eye towards you and says, "That's better. Fire giants are terrible, avaricious beings. And you're going right to their keep. That's risky business. But that said, you're going on the path through the desert that I selected so that none will see you coming. You're welcome.
Much obliged.
If you don't mind me asking, Mr. Hotch, how do you know about this path?
Well, you see, my dear, when you've lived as long as I have, you learn a thing or two, something you ephemerals would know very little about.
Now, what I'm curious about, and believe me, we do appreciate your help very, very much, but what is in this for you? You said we could help you in some way.
Ah, yes. Well, you see, the thing is, I am in servitude to those who I find loathsome.
Us?
That's a very friendly thing to say.
And I was hoping that perhaps an alliance with you, I might be able to do something about those, controlling certain facets of me.
Servitude in what way, if I may ask?
Well, when you encountered me, you saw that I was in the possession of, well, beings even less intelligent than yourselves. That hill giant brute, one bug.
Yes.
And I was forced to act as courier, sending messages between those who I despise, and a creature who could not count to 2.
Well, you have my sympathies, mate. Sometimes we have to work with people that that rub us the wrong way. You know, personality like a cheese grater. This one.
Again, it's just a fact.
May I roll an insight check to determine if there's the potential that he's working against us in some way, or that something he's saying is
Please.
being hidden? That would be a 13 plus 2, 15.
15. You get a very strong sense that the being you're speaking to is very accustomed to knowing many things, and yet is moody, is self-interested, and is chaotic in his nature.
So he's like a part of the family.
As you trudge through the sands, you can feel the heat beating down. Hotch continues to regale you with pieces of interesting facts about where you're headed, and he lets you know that there are 2 kingdoms at this volcano, one of which is a city of obsidian and black stone, the fortress of the giants, and there are tales of a city of glass, ruled by a kingdom of gnomes, and how these 2 kingdoms have simultaneously, well, over time, been antagonistic and coexisted, been antagonistic, and those relationships exist but are strained. He also tells you that inside the caverns of the volcano there are rumored to be magical crystals that can protect any creature from heat.
I like the sound of that.
I could use a little protection from heat right now.
Indeed. How difficult would you say it is to acquire said shiny objects?
Well, knowing nothing of them myself, I would say you'd be best off if you could find some sort of guide.
Wait, you know nothing about them? And
I know that they exist, child, which was a great deal more than you did all but 2 minutes ago.
That's a fair point.
Fine.
And these gnomes, are they hostile to outsiders at all?
They are highly suspicious, as they have been groomed to be by living in close proximity to the fire giants. Only their magic has kept them safe over the years, which the fire giants seem to lack the knack for.
I thought you were going to say close proximity to things like you, but that's, fire giants works too.
Dilly, I think you should.
And he vanishes into his crystal.
All right, so let's go find some gnomes.
Good idea. Hopefully they're nothing like Gurg, because we've had a bit of trouble with gnomes in the past.
That's very fair. The group of you continuing to cross the desert, feeling the heat just pelting you, wave upon wave of the hot sun.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand to fan myself, take off my hat, wave it in front of my face.
When as you cross over the top of a dune, you see in the distance an oasis of water
Excellent, excellent.
laying just ahead of you.
Well, I've run out of water for a long time, so I'm gonna run right towards the oasis without thinking twice.
I am right behind him.
I'm gonna pull back a little bit and rummage in the bag and say, Hotch, do you know anything about an oasis on this trip?
Silence.
I'll leave. Maybe he'll talk to you then.
I'm going to need a series of wisdom saving throws. We'll begin with Clan Malthior and work our way down the table.
Oh, I am feeling wise today, so... not that wise, apparently. That is a 2 + 1 for a 3.
We'll come
no
back
one's
to you.
wiser than my Uncle Jack.
Tilly?
It'll be an 18 + 2, that's a 20.
All right.
I'm very wise.
Ball.
That's an 11 plus 8 for a 19.
Good heavens.
All right. Deg.
That's a 10.
Flat 10.
Flat 10.
We'll come back to you. Delia.
That's a 12 plus 3, so 15.
15.
Hear that, Hotch? 15. Fine, it's fine. It's okay.
Jacquino, Deg, and Delia. You are so drawn to this pool of water. You are so thirsty. The heat is almost unbearable. You're feeling dehydrated. You've been sweating. You all begin to rush towards this oasis.
I do, yes.
It's really good.
I mean, if you can't beat him, join him.
You know what they say about convenient oases in the desert?
I don't
do you?
know.
No, I'm asking, do you know what they say?
As Tilly and Booball focus your eyes on this oasis and begin to shake your head and rub your eyes and open again, what you are seeing comes into focus before you, and you can see that from the base of the volcano there is indeed a river of lava traveling through the desert, and this is a pool of lava towards which your friends are currently charging.
I'm having second thoughts on this.
That water looks so good.
I want to dive right in it.
I would wait.
I'm gonna go
just a-
skinny dipping if you don't stop me.
Wait,
I also will skinny dip.
I've got layers on. It's too hot.
Oh, I'm going to rush after them.
I run faster.
Don't jump in the...
I cast Entangle on both of them before we get into the...
All
going
right,
to try and reach
Entangle
out.
does.
I believe it creates difficult terrain, and creatures in the area make the save or become restrained.
You traitor.
All right. What sort of saving throw are they making?
That would be a strength.
Strength,
Strength
not dexterity.
save.
Is that
Right.
all three of us or just
Yes,
the two?
all three of you.
All right.
Well,
This is-
It's
Who can
a
target?
20-foot square, so
all three of you.
I'm
together,
within
right?
three.
All three of you.
I rolled a 20. You can't stop me.
Jacquino,
I rolled a 16, and then I have a -1 modifier on strength.
what's your DC? Booball.
My DC. Where is my
Takes me
It's,
down to a
16.
15.
Oh,
16.
16.
And your roll was?
I rolled a 16
Minus
-1,
one.
so
All right.
15.
Why was,
Delia.
there,
Chat on me face.
why was there no celebration music when I rolled my 20?
Delia, you rolled?
I rolled a 14 plus 4, so I'm at an 18.
Oh dear, oh
I'm
dear.
just booking it.
Jacquino, these vines grasp around your ankles and you're halted in place while Deg and Delia, hand in hand, charge on.
To the water.
I'm going to cast suggestion on Delia. I'm gonna shout out. I'm gonna hold up my vial of tiny people and I'm gonna scream, Delia, I need you to stop and turn around right now.
All right. She has to roll a saving throw, I believe.
Yes, DC 16.
What kind of saving throw?
Wisdom.
All right.
Hmm.
It's a 7 plus 3. So fails.
Ah. Jacquino.
She fails!
Does me face's contact with the ground jar me so that I'm not seeing water anymore where there is in fact lava?
You face plant as you're entangled? Sure.
That's what I would like to do. I don't often say that, but you know. Is Deg still going?
I'm still going.
Deg is still going.
Look up, see the
Deg
lava.
can do it!
I'm going to
Deg can do it.
cast Mage Hand, take me grappling hook and rope out and attempt to grapple him.
All right. You're going to attempt to grapple him with your mage hand using a grappling hook.
Yes, I'm going to plant the grappling hook on him and then try and pull him back towards me. Does that make sense?
All righty. Well, yeah, it makes sense. I'm just trying to determine how this grapple will resolve because your mage hand does not have much strength to it.
So the mage hand is just going to plant the grappling hook on him, and then I've got the rope that I'm going to attempt to pull him back with.
All right. For the wisdom of your trap, I will set an appropriate DC. Deg, I need you to make an acrobatics check to see if you successfully navigate it.
All right. That's a 13.
Flat 13. Mm-hmm. He steps over the grapple.
Oh dear.
I've never seen a man so determined to die.
You may speak to Deg.
Deg! I won't listen.
Hey,
This
Deg!
is the last
What?
opportunity for action before he will reach
I hear
the
Delia
pool.
calling for me, so I turn.
Deg, you should stop, please.
But the water.
But Deg, we were holding hands and you ran away.
That's a good point. I like holding hands. I've never done it before.
I know, it's really exciting. You should come back.
Okay.
All right, Deg. No. I'm going to need a persuasion check. He is currently charmed. I need a persuasion check from you. However, I will give you advantage because of holding hands.
Man, holding hands is one of the best things I ever did. All right, first roll is a 17, and second roll is a 3. So I add my persuasion modifier, right?
Indeed.
So that's going to be 17 plus 7. I have a gorgeous smile on right now.
It's true.
Deg, you hear her calling your name, and she bats her eyelashes as you turn around, compelling you to stop.
Do I realize it's lava now?
I'm not so sure you do.
We'll get back to it then.
All right. You can see coming from the side of the pool 2 small forms who are staggering towards the water, arms outstretched, looking as though they're interested in entering the pool.
Do they look like gnomes?
They do.
They do. Oh dear, oh
We
dear.
should most certainly stop them.
Right.
Just a bit to drink. We're so close.
We've water. We've plenty of water to go around, and I think you'll find that our water is far superior to that water.
That would incinerate your esophagus. It's a little bit spicy, that water.
It is.
I'll take a persuasion check. With advantage for your assistance from Jacques.
Hey.
That's a 12 and a 17. A 17 plus 5 is 18, 19, 20, 22.
22 on your persuasion. The gnomes stagger and stop, looking at the pool of lava and looking at you. Barkeep.
I want to take a moment and talk about advantage. To those of you who might not be so familiar with the rules of our world, advantage, when we roll with advantage, we roll the die twice, taking the higher number. This represents a situation in which things are in our favor. Now we're seeing this a lot right here because when your friends help you, you have advantage. You see this with Deg and Delia helping each other, and we saw this with Jacquino and Tilly helping each other. This is why when our champions work together as a party, they are more effective in everything that they do. That's all.
Friendship is the real treasure here.
I don't think he likes
Some
me
even
very
say it's
much.
magic.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Back to the hex.
Thank you, Barkeep. Tilly, you impart of your water to these gnomes who are extremely gracious, and as they are refreshed, they rub their eyes and they look at the pool. Ah! I told you it was a terrible idea. No, it was your idea. No, I told you it was terrible. Hush. They're strangers. And where might you all be going?
Oh, we just wanted to take in the local air. We heard that there's a lovely resort in the form of a crystal town nearby, and we were very interested in seeing it.
We've never been to this side of the world before. It's very exciting.
I've never heard of tourists in the desert before.
Well, you see,
Me neither.
we got lost along the way. We meant to
Yes.
to go left at the cactus instead of a right, and we just got turned around from there.
Plus, we're kind of self-proclaimed crazy adventurers.
I would say heroes, but
Ooh, heroes.
something of the
Fancy.
sort.
Well, we can't just leave the desert. They're lost.
We can leave them too easy.
I don't know. We can't take them. We've got things to do inside the volcano.
Hey, we would really love a guide while we're here because we're so lost. And we would love to, protect you along the way. When she says heroes, we mean like skilled champions who can, that lava pit almost got you. So we could really help.
And we all saw right through it.
Yeah,
Most of us.
all of us.
I don't know what you're referring to.
They could be useful. I don't know. They're a lot bigger than us.
What,
That could be good.
What was your name?
I'm Jedri.
Jeffrey?
Jedri.
Jedri?
Jedri.
Nice to meet you.
And this is Kelny, my brother.
Jedri and Kelly.
It's
There
a
are
pleasure to meet you all.
perils. There are perils inside that volcano. Now, we don't know what perils, but we already know that you could fall for a similar trick to the one you've seen.
So you lot are headed for the volcano.
Yes, sir.
How willing would you be to help us with, what's that word, adventurers? A quest.
We
Now
do
you're
like
speaking my
this.
language, mate.
To say we're adventurers.
Questing's kind of what we do.
Very good, very good. Well, first things first. If you're going to enter the volcano, we can't have you all burning to a crisp, so we need to get you some of them blue magical crystals.
We do love the sound of that.
They protect you from the heat of the fire. To an extent.
Where do we get them?
Well, we could show you inside the cave, and we could show you where you can mine for some of these crystals.
Ooh. Guys, my people mine all the time. That sounds like a great idea.
I think that we would be very grateful if we could be obliged that way.
Well, perhaps we could walk and talk then.
Let's do.
And so you continue through the desert with these two gnomes as they convey you to the base of the volcano. They lead you around to the side to a small opening in its base where a cave descends into the dark.
Is it nice and cool inside?
Not even a little bit. Hot air emanates from this hole.
Like a sauna.
And as they begin to convey you into the tunnel, you can see that there are holes in the stone in odd places of varying size, but they look like round tunnels that shoot off in different directions. So all we need to do is take you to this cave, and then you can mine for some of these crystals that you need. We can even spot you the hammers, free of charge. And here's what we'll do. They take you to a ledge, and they pull out 2 rope ladders. They anchor them and fling them down, and they show you, look down there. You see that opening? In that cave, that's where you'll go. And it's a long ways down from where you are.
I don't like heights.
What kind of read am I getting off these 2 little blokes?
Inside, please.
That is a 5. 5 flat.
5 flat.
5 flat. Not
You
great
do
roll.
get the vibe these guys would be terrible liars,
Fair enough.
but that's about it.
Their faces are too small to hide very much.
I guess we go.
Well, is there anything we can do for you? I mean, you're
Well,
helping
here's the
us so
thing.
much.
You'll want to be very quiet, because the giants don't often come down this far into the volcano. They stay up in their city. But there's all kinds of beasties and creatures that inhabit the volcano, and you don't want to call any of them down to you. We're going to stay up here. We'll keep guard. We'll keep watch. We'll wait for you to go down and get your stones and come back. All right?
That's fair.
All
All
right.
right. I trust you can handle a rope.
Oh, we can handle that, I think. Tally ho, mates. I'm going to start climbing down.
All right. These 2 rope ladders that descend. You've been cautioned to be quiet. I'm going to require stealth checks from each of our champions. We're going to start with Delia and work our way down the table.
Because Delia is so good at stealth as an awkward 15-year-old. That is a 13 flat.
All right. Dag.
That's a 7.
Okay.
Flat.
Might I have been able to cast a spell before this happened?
I believe so.
Laddies, lasses, pass without a trace.
Delia is wearing chainmail, which imposes disadvantage on her stealth check.
This is true.
It goes clinkety clinkety.
Clinkety, clinkety, as the sacred texts say.
Many times.
Well, and my spell makes things go.
I believe
That's true.
pass without a trace adds plus 10 to any stealth check.
Correct.
Delia, I do need you to roll again for your disadvantage.
All right.
First was 13.
First was 13. Second is a 1.
That's
All
an
right.
11 with a sneaky sneak.
All right. Dag, yours was a 7, I believe.
Yes.
All right. Bubal, please.
That's a 9
To be
plus,
a
plus 10.
19.
Yes, 19.
All right. Tilly?
Say 12, 13, 14, 15, 17 plus 10.
All right.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Better.
Look at you. Well now, mates. This is my forte. That is a 9 plus 11 plus 10.
For a total of 30.
That's why they call me silent but deadly.
Do they call you that?
At camp, yeah.
Those who do never see him coming. All right. You begin to descend the ropes. As you go over the ledge, Delia, last in line, slips her foot along the edge of the precipice, swings out, and clangs against the rock with her armor.
Oh, sorry, guys.
In the darkness, you see points of light beginning to appear, and the sound of large, leathery wings coming closer and closer as the light begins to glow brighter. Champions are going to be entering initiative order
Like a wee little dinner bell right there.
as a large group of fire bats makes their way towards
Fire
you.
bats.
Champions, you will have the opportunity to be counseled by Cernok before we begin. Cernok.
Delia, what do your auras do?
Well, the one gives people a +1 to their attack, and the other gives them a +3 to saving throws.
Exactly. So remind anyone within 10 feet of you that they get those bonuses.
Yes, sir.
Dag, you're more powerful when you're 10 feet away. So maybe just stay away from Delia. and everybody else, but mostly Delia.
Easy.
I feel like he's trying to tell me.
He
We're
can't
dealing
tell you
with
what to
fire
do.
bats, so any kind of elemental magic, keep that in mind for the rest of you.
Thanks, Dad.
All right, champions, I will ask you to apply your mental prowess as you process this particular map, as it is unusual to our standard format. On the far right side is the bottom of this precipice. You are hanging at the top, which is portrayed on the left side of the map. You can see the 2 rope ladders descending down, and these groups of fire bats beginning to approach. You will be able to attack while on these rope ladders, but they are swinging very freely, and they're not nearly as sturdy as you'd hoped they would be. As such, you will be dealing with disadvantage on melee attack rolls. Jacquino, top of the initiative order.
Right. Hexmaster, could I get 1 point of clarity? Are they
Yes.
moving at full speed up and down this ladder?
They may.
Okay.
And we can move 30 feet. Right. I'm going to cast Chill Touch on this fella right here. Greeny Bats.
All right.
Ringing Granny Bats. So,
Ranged spell attack roll, please.
spell attack roll, right? I'm going to send my necrotic hand out to grab him and maybe pull his wings off. And as the Necroticon goes out, that is a 4 plus 5, so a 9 to hit.
That will not connect.
I was afraid of that. Well, I'm going to use my movement to go... and my bonus action to go down 30 more feet.
All right, very good. As you send forth your icy hand, it melts as it approaches this flaming bat. But you scurry down the ladder with great speed.
My Uncle Jack is so fast.
All right. The first bat is the next act, and it will be attacking Delia, who drew the attention.
Yay. Oh, don't come at me, bro.
Magic
Rolling
words.
a natural 1.
I love this new catchphrase.
It attempts to come and bite you, and it instead begins to tangle its wings in this rope ladder and begins to flail about.
Oh.
The next bat is going to also fly towards Delia, as it has not yet been made aware of any of the other champions.
Don't come at me, bro.
Rolling a natural 1.
So
Don't
you
mess
just
with the
say
ice
that
dragon.
word and they don't hit you.
It just
don't.
works really well.
It's magic, mate.
Krello, I need you to consult the arcane tomes and see if that's really a thing, if she says that and 1's happened.
Totally a thing.
All right.
Okay.
Delia's new
Its
ability.
flailing compatriot knocks it away as it attempts to come in for an attack.
Fascinatingly, this ability of Delia's only works if she experiences true love in her heart. Throwback to season 2, and it's relevant.
Yeah, he's kidding.
I never kid. I am justice manifest.
Not true love, there's teenagers.
Excuse me. I can't talk to you right now, but I can hear you.
The third, if I may, the third bat goes after Jacquino, who's scurrying down the ladder and creating noise. Rolling a 22 to hit.
Oh, that absolutely does hit, but I'm going to dodge uncannily to try and minimize damage as
That
much
turns
as I
it
can.
to 4 damage to Jacquino.
Oh, hey, that's not bad.
You have to say, don't come at me, bro.
Don't come at me, bro.
We'll work on it. We'll work on it.
Sorry.
You're doing really well.
Last and finally, the fourth bat is going to go towards the source of the sound and will attempt to crowd in by his brethren,
Don't you come
flailing
at-
about ineffectually.
Don't you come at me, bro.
I'm just kidding. That's a 25 to hit.
Oh,
dear.
that didn't work as well. Who was he attacking?
True
That's-
love has left her heart.
That is 8 damage to Delia.
He's kidding. He's kidding. We're fine. I hope Sir Knock can hear that.
So 8 damage to Delia. Tilly, it is your opportunity to act.
All right. I'm a little panicked about how close they are. Are they going to take attack of opportunity if they still don't detect me here? I suppose
If you move, they will become aware of you.
Chantilly, if you just stay still, I'll get them all to chase me. And so then you can run after me.
I like those odds. I'm going to cast Ray of Frost at the blue bat. And as I shoot out my hand, the frost is going to come out and steam is going to rise up from it. That's a 13 plus 8.
Krello, I believe this attack is made with disadvantage because it
Yeah.
is in melee range.
Yeah, I was really excited to bully Tilly, but then you just got it.
Of course it is.
Please roll again.
That's a 14 plus 8.
So 13 plus 8, I believe, was the first
13 plus 8, yes.
It will definitely connect. Damage.
Excellent. That is.
Nicely done.
That would be 9 cold damage. And as it goes out, I go, whew, that feels good.
All right. Anything else on your turn?
No. I'm frightened.
Bubal.
Very well. Things are feeling a little bit squidgy with these bats all around me. So what I'm going to do is I get very concentrating, and my eyes close, and things start to crackle with a blue lightning, and suddenly a thunder wave shoots out from me, hitting anything within 15 feet around me, pushing them back 10 feet.
Anything?
They must take a Constitution saving throw.
Anything?
He himself said anything. He's
He
correct.
sure did. All right.
Glad I
Constitution
dashed on that.
saving throw, I believe, was the word.
Oh.
DC.
One moment. Creatures in range. Yeah. Sorry, everybody.
Spell DC.
I need my space.
Spell DC is.
I respect that.
16.
We'll begin with the bats. Yellow bat rolls a 19. Does he take any damage?
No.
And is not forced back.
I believe that's correct, but I'll double check.
All right, green bat rolls a 6. Taking how much damage for Thunderwave?
9.
9 damage and is pushed back.
Oh, they take 4 on a successful save.
Oh, okay. Thank you. But they're not pushed unless they fail.
Correct.
Correct.
10 feet?
Correct.
All right. Green is shoved back. And finally, blue. Rolling a 9, also taking 9 damage and being pushed backward. 10 feet. All right. Delia, I'd like a Constitution saving throw, please.
Let's do this. Good thing I remember I had this awesome aura thing that gives me a +3 on saving throws.
+4.
+4, wow.
It's pretty handy
Let's
dandy.
go. That's a natural 20.
I never doubted you for a moment.
I believe Delia takes 4 points of damage and holds fast to this rope ladder, which rocks at the force of this thunder wave. And indeed, within 15 feet includes our other 2 friends. Tilly, I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
The range of Thunderwave is a 15-foot cube centered on Bubal. So we can consider each of these squares to be 5 feet, is that correct?
Yes.
So we're
15-foot
looking at-
radius or 15-foot area?
15-foot cube centered on him.
Tragically, he's correct.
So just this area right here.
Well, then the worst is over, friends.
I knew it all along.
It's a close one.
Hey, Bubal, that hurt a little bit. Maybe let's be a little careful next time.
Right.
But
Right.
I'm also feeling real good, so it's okay.
All right. Well, anything else on your turn, Bubal?
That'll be all.
Deg.
All right. So I'm really impressed with the whole Thunderwave thing, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide down the ladder a little bit with one hand, and with my other hand I'm going to pull out my longsword, and I'm going to try to slash down this little bat guy right down the middle and kill him.
All right. You'll be rolling with disadvantage as you're hanging from this rope ladder.
That's okay. The first is a 6 + 7, and the second one is a 2 + 7.
At least it wasn't a 1.
As you swing in the air, you spin on the rope and it begins to twist. You do not connect.
But I'm gonna try again.
All right.
As I'm all tangled up, I kind of let my legs hold me up, and so I have both hands now, and I try again.
That sounds pretty safe.
For the first one's a 10 + 7, and the second one is a 5 + 7.
For 12 does not connect. As you begin spinning back the other way, you don't connect with your sword.
All right, I'm going to let it attack me as I'm going to run 30 feet down this little path.
All right, it will make an attack of opportunity. With a 17 to hit, which I believe does not connect.
Doesn't touch me.
Nicely done.
Oh, that was my water. That was really scary.
Hold your water, hold your water.
Yeah, all right. I'll put it over here, maybe. I don't know. Nowhere is safe for this water. That's not why I rang my bell, though.
I would hope.
This is actually the worst kind of update that I hate to give. Upon consulting the sacred text, it's actually a common misconception that Thunderwave has to be centered on the caster. It does not. It is a 13-foot cube, because everything's cubes in non-Euclidean space. He could easily have hit the bats without hitting Delia. Fight me.
Knock.
You're gonna have to check those scrolls again.
I'm checking them.
We're going to have a little bit of a...
Citizens of
within a
Grosha, it
Thunderwave.
sounds like we're about to have a good old-fashioned ancient
Range
scroll off.
self.
That's so meta.
A thunderous force sweeps out from you, but specifically range self.
Boys, this happened already. Can we do this later?
Yes. Yes, we can.
We'll get out the ceremonial.
I'm
rope
happy to
in
leave the
pit of
damage
mud.
on Delia.
All right. Deg, you've fled down this rope ladder.
Very courageously, yes.
All right. Anything else?
No.
Delia.
Having some major flashbacks to the temple when Sir Nock and Drusilla would argue now. So while I'm thinking about that, I'm gonna attack this thing.
All right. Swing away.
All right, I pull out my sword, hang onto the rope, and first roll is a 7
With disadvantage.
with disadvantage, and second roll is a 7. So
Plus?
it's gonna be 7 plus 8.
That does connect. Damage.
10 damage as I just uppercut right at this thing, and we're gonna come around on my backhand.
All right.
And
second
we're gonna
attack.
just swing real hard so I could like swing out on the rope away from the thing and just look really, really cool.
All right.
First roll is a 7. Second roll is a 19. So
That
again,
does indeed connect. Another 10 damage.
yep.
I think we
All
found
right,
your lucky
you
number.
Cleave this particular bat in two as its halves fall, plummeting to the ground.
I am having such a good day.
All right, Delia, anything else on your turn?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna move 30 feet down the ladder now that this thing is gone. So let me just do.
All right, which takes us
me do
back
that,
to the
yeah.
top of initiative order. Jacquino.
Right. I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage. Going to kind of hop off the back of the wall and slide down, avoiding any kind of attacks of opportunity from our bat friend. Slide down to the bottom, and when I get there, I'm going to pull out my short bow, take careful aim, and aim for this flying rodent.
All right, you'll be rolling without disadvantage since you've
Without
landed on the ground.
disadvantage. I will take it. More than happy to. As I fire, that is an 11 plus 8.
That will definitely connect.
Well, nice.
Damage.
That is 8 piercing damage.
This is to the red bat.
That is to, yes, the red bat.
8 piercing damage. All right, anything else on your turn?
I'm going to use the rest of my movement, so that was... I use the rest of my movement to make way at the bottom here, so that me comrades can come down and I won't be in their way.
All right, it's the fire bat's turn. The first of them was slain. However, the blue bat is going to make an attack against the rope ladder itself.
Oh, good.
Please get off.
All right.
That's bad news.
That is a 16 to hit. Half of the rope ladder snaps and begins to burn. It is now a single strand. The red bat is going to swoop down and make an attack against Jacquino.
Don't come at me, bro. Got it in on time.
It's a 14 to hit.
That does not hit, unfortunately for him.
I told you.
True love in his heart.
I'm the Batman.
Does not connect. And finally, the green bat is going to swoop in and begin to attack the rope ladder. That's a 22 to hit as the half of the rope ladder is severed and begins to burn where its bite connects.
Cool.
Tilly.
I don't want to be here anymore. I'm not entirely sure if he's still used his attack of opportunity, but I'm going to start climbing down anyway. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
He will take an attack of opportunity as it is a new round.
All right.
That is a 16 to hit.
He hits.
All right, that is 8 damage to Tilly, please.
Okay. I can handle that. I'm going to cast Misty Step to go an additional 30 feet. 5,
look at
10,
you.
15, 20, 25, 30. I am, as they say, a coward.
Tear it for the cowards.
And then finally, since how far is this one? Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm going to cast another ray of frost at the one that's attacking Jacquino right now. And the frost is going to travel down the rope, creating another swarm of steam. It's going to get in my face a little bit, but I'm not going to worry about that too much.
It'll be good for my complexion.
That would be a 14 plus 8.
Absolutely connects. Damage.
9 cold damage.
9 cold damage to this fire bat. All right, Bubal.
Very well. this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to look at this bat straight in his eyes, and I'm going to jump off the rope onto the bat.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
And I'm going to swing my quarterstaff as I shout, "Shillalakale!" And my staff begins to glow green, and thorns begin to protrude from it, and I bash it on its head.
Just to be clear, you're using your action to make an attack roll, rather than see if you land safely on the fire bat?
Correct.
All right. You rolled?
A 9 plus 8.
That does connect.
9 bludgeoning.
Damage?
9.
9 damage. Me, oh my.
Oh no! Oh dear.
95. Krello, I need some math in.
Yeah,
I wasn't
how far
quite
did he
done
fall?
yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. You have things you'd like to do.
As I'm falling, I'm going to sprout wings and say, "Fly like an eagle." And I begin to fly my way down.
All right, no one's
probably have bad
contesting
news for
the
you.
picture being painted. That said, he used his action to attack.
His bonus action to cast Shillelagh, and his movement to move off the ladder. So,
Oh, I could do this as I'm falling.
I believe that's called a reaction. Reaction.
are you
rolls?
describing
I would like to know
changing
the
shape
nature
or
of-
featherfall?
Shape change.
It pains me to say this, but
It's going to pain
It
me.
doesn't
more
pay
than
me. You need a bonus action. Or possibly an action. I don't know which kind of druid you are.
Oh, this was not a free action.
no,
Oh, that's
that's
right.
a bonus action.
Water. It's good.
How far is he traveling as he's falling? Like, how many turns is it going to take him to?
Well, he's falling, as has been measured, 95 feet.
Yes.
Can I, for my turn?
Does he travel that entire distance in 6 seconds?
I believe
Krello?
so.
I believe that
I was
depends
about
on
to
his
say-
weight if we get into the physics of it.
I believe that does occur in that time frame.
Terminal
Krello's
velocity and
going
such.
to verify.
Can I?
It was wonderful being on this adventure with all of you.
Briefly, mate.
One
So
moment.
it doesn't specify how long it takes him to hit the bottom. However, upon falling, it was 95 feet.
Yes.
So that would be 8 by 7, which is 56 plus 3. That would be 59 damage from that fall.
X-Master, sir.
Deg, I feel like you want to say something.
Could I, for my turn, dash and jump onto the other rope and swing out my sword and have him catch onto it? The handle, I'll cut my hands in an attempt to save him.
Deg, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm going to let you try to do this. The DC is going to be very high.
Can I use my athletics?
I like it.
Yes.
May I use my turn to
I like
try
your
and
odds.
catch Deg and keep him on the rope?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Did you blow on this?
All right.
I would like to go to the bone store.
Jacquino is using his ability to interrupt at any point to go to the bone store.
I would like to buy a haste spell that I would like to cast on Booball.
What?
Would you like to tell them what a haste spell does, X-Master?
A haste spell offers a very specific set of additional things a player can do on their turn. We're going to be verifying this, as this is pretty crucial.
rather important as I see his form. Hanging
A
in
grin
midair,
on my face.
gracefully, his hair billowing in the wind.
if we consider
He's beautiful.
if we consider his attack as the attack afforded him by the haste spell, what I'm not sure is if he can exchange his regular action for a bonus action such as casting Shillelagh or using his precision wild shape. That might need to be your call, Galivor.
I'm happy to reassign the action granted from the attack to the haste spell, which would free up his normal action. But this is not casting a spell, this is taking a magical action, correct? I will apologize right now to the citizens for all of the many words we're throwing around that are a lot slower than usual.
This is what happens when you throw yourself off a cliff. Just remember that.
Don't do that.
I'm a look before you leap kind of guy. I am.
Sure.
All right, this is not a spell, this is an ability, correct?
That's correct.
All right.
Right, I'm going to point up at him and say, Kami, Hami, haste!
Wow.
He's on floor. I can barely see him.
Have I already jumped?
Have we broken the hex
Oh my goodness. All right. You purchased a boon, which you are welcome to do at any point interrupting combat. That is true. You then used a spell, which I believe would normally be an action, but because of the way the boon store functions, I think we're going to allow its use.
This action.
I'm talking about the haste spell.
Yeah.
Oh, the haste spell. Okay.
It's important. Good distinction.
We're going to allow it. We're going to allow it.
Have I jumped already?
Deg, I'm going to need a really, really good... Well, it's not as high now because you just need to catch the other ladder. Okay.
I still can't help him.
I'm afraid not.
All
You're
right.
Much too far away.
All right. Now that we've
Athletics,
saved
Dig.
Blue Ball, who's ready to catch me?
Athletics, Deg.
Come on, Dave.
All right. That would be a 2 + 7. It's been good. It's been fun. It's been real good.
All right. So, my friends, we need to move this along. You fall.
I fall.
The power granted by the citizens of Throsha and their support allows Jacquino to add a magical spell to Bubal, who uses this opportunity to sprout wings. Deg, you leap forth! And as you see Bubal falling past you, you see him sprout these beautiful magical feathered wings from his back as he begins to soar. And you miss the rope ladder. So, Bubal, you fell, we'll say about thusly, before you sprouted wings. And Deg, you have leapt and not grabbed the ladder. At which point you
I'm
begin
normally
to fall,
so athletic.
falling 70.
Hang on a minute. He's still got movement, right? Could he potentially intercept?
Does the haste spell grant movement? I don't believe.
Yes.
It doubles your movement.
But it doubles
So-
my movement, and all I did was jump.
Haste spell's a great
the
spell.
precision wild shape gives him 60 feet of flying speed. I don't know if we can mess up our timelines that much, though.
All right, we've really fudged who can go on.
I think we
whose turn
really
here
need to
now.
move on from.
I'm sorry.
From Bubal.
I'm sorry. Deg falls 70 feet.
As you
It won't
do.
kill him.
So that is,
6 times 7, which is.
it is 7 times 7.
42, yeah.
It is 7 times 7.
So it's 1d6 per 10 feet fallen.
It's 1 per 10.
Yeah, so it's 42, 6 times 7, citizens. My brain is melted, then we add 3 to that number for 45 damage. Check my math on that, please.
No, that sounds right.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I'm following
It
you every
should
step.
be
yeah.
3.5 times.
But I made it to the bottom.
That's what he added the 3 for.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So Deg takes how much damage, Krello, as he falls?
45? 45?
45.
45.
We
yeah.
all agreed on 45. Okay. We collectively agreed to do 45 damage to Deg.
I hate the number 45 for some reason.
Well, I can tell you the number 45 hates Deg.
Deg, you impact on the ground at the bottom of this chasm.
I land on my abs.
You absolutely knock the wind out of yourself.
I throw up.
Justified. Highly justified. Delia.
Everyone knows that I like Deg, but I just...
He fell for you.
I fell for Blue Ball.
Technically, he fell for me.
It's true, he fell for another man. I'm sorry.
Don't listen.
I am just going to dash 60 feet down this ladder to try and get to the bottom and save whoever is falling, because apparently we all are doing that now. So, where can I get to? Right there. Let's just slide down this rope. I think I did that right. And I'm just gonna shake my head, and that's it.
All right, you take the dash action to move as far down the rope as quickly as you can. Bringing us back to the top of initiative order, Jacquino.
Right. As this flying rodent is now within melee range, I'm going to drop my short bow. I'm going to pull up my rapier and say, I'd like you to meet my friend Mr. Pointy and attempt a stab to see if I can pierce his wings, clip his wings a bit. And as I stab, that is a 16 plus 8.
That will definitely connect. Damage.
9 piercing damage.
He is impaled on your rapier and goes limp.
Right. With the remainder, let's see here. With me bonus action, I'm going to cast me illusory double within 10 feet of myself, and make it look like he is climbing the rock, not the rope.
All right.
Send him 30 feet up. I can't do math. Right.
All right. Tilly.
All right, I'm going to keep climbing down the ladder, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'm going to ready an action. I'm going to ready my Ray of Frost for when either one of these batty things come within range.
All
And
right.
my hand is starting to go numb from the cold now.
All right, it is indeed the bat's opportunity to act. The green bat is going to attack the ladder. Which somehow manages to fail, rolling a 2.
It's a very crafty ladder.
He's in awe of the whole blue ball debacle.
There's been a highly disorienting situation occurring around him, with people sprouting wings and people plummeting. The blue bat also fails as he sits in awe of the scene that has played out before him. All right, Bubal.
Okay. I'm going to fly up this bat here. Going, caw! And I want it to be perfectly known that it's only my wings that are an eagle. I'm just shouting, caw! As a human still.
Very well.
And I will hit him again with my nice quarterstaff.
Bat fight.
5 plus 8. 5 plus 8. 13. There we go.
Just connect.
Waka! For another
Damage?
9 damage.
9. He falls unconscious with a cracked noggin and plummets.
Hashtag Frankendruid.
Anything else on your turn?
I do still have some movement left, I believe. 60 feet total.
Yeah, you definitely do.
So I can fly right back about here, I believe. Flying down.
Deg.
I'm gonna, before Dahlia gets down here, I'm gonna take my turn to just have a nice little cry. And that's my turn. Thank you.
It's all right, Deg. Everybody hurts sometimes.
Delia.
Question of... No, yeah, I'm good. Okay, I'm gonna move 30 feet down and get to the bottom and see Deg crying. Broken.
I like sports.
Yeah, you're not gonna impress Sir Knock if you keep jumping off ropes.
Okay.
And we really need him to like this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm going to just give you a little pat on the shoulder to make you feel a little better and cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Restoring?
Restoring 13 hit points.
13 hit points to Deg.
You impressed me, laddie! I say from
Jacquino.
up above.
Jacquino.
Oh, sorry, I was just enjoying the moments. I'm going to pick up my short bow, drop my rapier, and I'm going to aim at the blue bat and attempt to hit it with my short bow.
Roll away.
Right. As I take aim, that is a 16 plus 8 to hit.
Your arrow pierces it.
Could you save me some trouble and just tell me the distance between him and the bat? I know you've got the fancy little tool to do it.
That is 100 feet.
Being more than 60 feet, I believe we are rolling at disadvantage on this attack.
I'll take it. I'll take it. There's no allies around, so. At disadvantage, that is a 12 plus 8, which is a dirty 20.
Still connects.
Still connects. Sorry.
Piercing it as its form goes limp, and it plummets to the ground. Champions, you have defeated the fire bats. I assume that Tilly makes the rest of her way down before something happens.
Absolutely. I want nothing to do with these ladders. How are we going to get back up? Are these ladders going to be able to hold us?
You know, one problem at a time.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Maybe Booball could fly us all up later.
I mean, once we found potions that protected us from fire damage, it turned out to be flying potions as well. So, you know, Deus Ex Machina and all that, right?
You know, that does make sense.
That's pretty cool.
Champions, you find yourselves before the mouth of a cave. The very cave which you were guided to by your two gnome friends. You have been told that you must enter this cave to mine it to find these blue crystals that you will need to protect you from the heat of the volcano, which you are beginning to tell that if you spend much more time, and especially if you were to enter deeper within, you would begin to take fire damage from the scorching heat. Champions, let's learn a little bit more about the Hex Challenge that lays before you.
In this Hex Challenge, you are attempting to mine magical blue crystals that will protect you from the heat of the volcano. Each of you will take one hammer in hand, pick the spot where you're going to mine, and on the count of 3, you will simultaneously strike with your hammers, reach into the hole, and pull out what you have mined. If you find a blue crystal, then you will be protected from the damage caused by the volcano's heat. You will have as many attempts as you like to find these blue crystals you need. Every champion must have a blue crystal before you can proceed. Hints as to the whereabouts of these crystals may be purchased in the boon store. Certain objects will give you damage, and there may be other benefits hidden waiting to be found.
Ooh. All right, mates, let's rock.
Champions, please step forward. You were lent some mining tools by your friend Jedry.
Stop. Hammer time.
Oh, hammer, don't hurt.
We'll allow it.
Thank you.
Champions, once you have your hammer, please make your way up to the rock face where you will be mining. Oh, but before we begin, champions, you will have 30 seconds here together to huddle and to confer as to how you would like to approach this challenge. Please bear in mind, every champion must have a blue crystal. If you find more than one, you may share them with your compatriots. Now please huddle up in a convenient U shape so that our audience can listen in as you say things.
Right, okay.
I don't know how to... I've never mined anything in my life.
My people mine all the time. We mine our own ice iron. You just hit it. Like,
Okay,
it's pretty, just, you know, strong in the wrist.
I don't have strong wrists.
Maybe keep an eye out. It looks like there's a couple of stones embedded in there. That might be some kind of a clue, and there's some blue splotches kind of a thing. Maybe we might want to focus on those. I don't know.
So, are we, okay.
I suppose. Yes.
I love that plan.
Whatever works. What's yours is mine.
You get sick, part of the team.
Well, you are a strange man.
All right, champions. Everyone must select the hole where they will strike. Also, tap gently.
Tap gently.
These are very good mining tools. It's all you'll need.
I'm going to do this one right here.
I'm going to go for this one here, mates.
All right, everyone
I
prepare.
like this one here.
As I've previously shown, I'm very cautious.
All right. You will strike on 3, not 3 strike, but on 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Champions, reach in and see what you have found.
I got a snake.
I got a frog.
That's a sweet little gremlin.
All right.
It's always frog.
I got
Always
some
Dag
breakfast.
takes 4 damage as he is bitten by a cave snake. Bubal takes 6 damage as he is bitten by a miniature cave ogre.
Oh, ogre. Sorry, I called you a goblin.
Tilly has found one of the necessary blue crystals.
Well done, Tilly.
You're much better at this than you thought.
Delia has encountered a harmless cave frog.
Keep it. Name it.
And I
what are you going to name?
encountered a
last time I
harmless
encountered
cave
frogs,
slime.
it didn't
It
go
is
well.
indeed a
Yeah, they
harmless
were
cave
We
slime.
wore like their
I'm going to call him Mimic.
swimsuits. It was weird.
All right.
We'll get
Tilly, at this point, you may choose to abstain, or you may choose to help your compatriots in finding more of these crystals, but the other 4 must continue.
Tilly, where was yours?
Mine was down at the bottom there.
Okay.
I'm
But
going
I
to.
want to aim high now. Aim high, strike low, as they say.
I'm going to ask the citizens of Throsha just cheer for when you want me to hit which one, you know? That one? That one? We're thinking that one? Okay, I'm going to go for that one.
Throsha, please be right.
Has everyone? You may purchase hints from the Boon Store if you so desire.
I have the citizens.
Have you all selected?
This one right here next to that crystal.
You like this one, Frog? Okay.
Which one did you hit? Wait, Tilly, which one did you get?
I hit the one down at the bottom.
One down, and it's got a stone next to it.
It is connected to a
It's got a stone right
It's got
next to it.
it's got a little
Right,
gem
you
next
go
to
high
it.
or go low.
Okay.
Right?
I'm starting to think the citizens might have been wrong.
The students are never wrong.
Well,
Champions, you have 5 seconds to pick a hole.
Oh,
okay.
I've got one.
Then you all
I
take
can't
a
see,
million
so-
damage, right,
Right.
Hexmaster?
All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, reach in and see what you found.
Oh.
All right, you 3 gentlemen have encountered some harmless yet slightly friendly cave
Rather
frogs.
cute, right?
Our family is
You can be
together.
with my other friend. right?
Delia,
That's
you
the
have
best spot in the
encountered
house.
a magic potion hidden among the rocks.
Well done.
What purpose could it possibly have?
when are there bottles in walls?
Haven't
Tilly,
you played
what did you
Zelda?
pull out?
Absolutely
that's a
nothing.
good point.
Absolutely nothing?
I'm really terrible at this.
I was unaware that was possible.
There was
It is
nothing.
definitely possible.
You can guard my
Right.
potion, little guy.
All right.
Get more.
We still need 4 more of these crystal
Like-
I'll go for
champions,
this.
please.
Let's go for this.
Select
one
your
right
holes.
The highest thing.
I want to go
Right.
for this top one.
Striking on 3. 1, 2, 3. Reach in and see what you found.
Oh, Cheers, mate.
Well
2
done,
more
champions.
crystals recovered. Delia takes 4 damage as she finds a cave snake.
I have found so many things.
All
I
right.
found nothing.
Gentlemen, you have found your crystals. You do not have to continue, but you may aid your companions.
I shall.
I think so too.
Thanks, guys.
I already found 2 little friends, so, you know, to complete the
Oh,
menagerie.
it's cute. On your, I
All
like
right.
that. I like that.
Where did you guys find your crystals?
Did you encounter that
highest.
just now?
Yes.
That's highest.
And she found the lowest.
Krello.
So it's got to be in the middle, right?
Straight in the middle.
Did
All
you
right,
get
I'll go for
4 damage for her for making a
that one?
dangerous
No,
friend?
you go for that one.
Did not.
All right, all champions who desire to keep striking, please.
Congratulations on your dangerous friend.
Sneak in here, mates.
I'm gonna go.
Striking on 3.
Hold on. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Oh no.
That's
What?
what's up.
Oh! Dag has found another blue
I
crystal.
found you one!
I found you one.
Yay!
I don't think there's anything in here.
That's for you.
You have found
What in the heck?
I need this.
harmless slime.
Yeah.
They're cute. Oh, no. It might be
I
a
found
snack
2.
later.
I honestly can't tell how she feels about it. Okay, now I can tell how she feels
All
about
right,
it.
if I'm not mistaken, that's 5 crystals found.
That stuff is gross.
All right, champions, you have completed your task, and you will return to your gnome friends. Please take your seats.
Plant that
Krello,
right
please.
in there.
I'm a little perturbed that Jacquino is now wearing some of the cave slime that he found.
I think it's kind of cute.
He's not wrong. It is kind of cute.
Oh, does it? Oh, dear.
Stop wearing your slime. It'll ruin your clothing,
My seamstress won't be happy about
I
this
mean,
at
generally
all.
speaking, adventurers try to avoid cave slimes. I'm honestly surprised that they're so friendly.
You know, when you're this high level, cave slime is just a trivial thing. That's why it's harmless cave slime.
Okay, but last season they met a black pudding and, like, it destroyed their armor.
That's a pudding. Pudding and slime are
I nearly
completely
died.
different things. You're just thinking all viscous fluids are the same. It makes you look a little ignorant.
So that's enough jumping off
I'm
of
the
cliffs
ignorant
for
one.
one day for me.
I mean, I didn't want to say it, but since you volunteered
That's,
it, yeah.
Probably best.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
Yeah.
Krello, you'll want to roll perception on that one.
Go ahead and have a seat, man.
Listen, next time that we're in battle, you gotta. You're
All
really
right,
good at
barkeep,
this.
power
You
them
should impress him,
keys.
Okay. I'll wink at him.
Give me just a
No,
sec.
maybe don't wink at Sir Knock.
Oh.
That would be weird. He's like my dad.
Oh.
Maybe don't.
Yeah. We need to bring him back.
All right, Sir Nog,
Now.
please call our champions home.
Closing the channels.
I did clerical work while the channel was open. How cool is that?
Knows how to multitask this one.
Champions, thank you so much for your service. Much danger lies ahead of you. Indeed, maybe more cliffs for you to throw yourself off.
You'd
So,
like that.
Please,
Why?
citizens of Throsha, bid our champions adieu as they go take some rest. Citizens in Throsha, you've seen the kind of things that our players are up against. Poorly worded spells. Ladders that they can voluntarily let go of. But you've also seen how the boons, the power of the boons, can make all of their terrible decisions better. So please, join us next time. We need your presence, either here or from afar. We need your presence, we need your faith. As once again, we enter the Hex!
I'm gonna pull out one of my hand axes and I'm gonna throw it at the closest orc. That is a 25. That one's for my dad, who is also dead.
Andrea is doing the most beautiful pirouettes, and each time she comes around, her foot flings out and eats both of them, and it's just 4 days and 4 days and 4 days and 4 days! It's awesome.
Hands are going to come out of the ether if you look very carefully. They're going to come and they're going to wrap around my hand as if they're empowering me, and then one of them is going to shoot forward and reach around the throat of the ogre, trying to squeeze.
I'm gonna hold my position and just shimmy a little bit.
I throw up.
As you run forward to demand, he misinterprets your speedy advance and he just pulls you in with his big arms.
I'm gonna grab the torch. Dag, catch!
Okay.
I'm gonna throw the torch at Dag.
I'm gonna jump and I'm gonna catch it. It's a cocked die, but it would have been a 20. That's a 20!
I would like to go to the boon store,
So much.
and I would like to buy an apology from Krello.
Andrea, sometimes I feel like I strike out because I hate myself. I don't know how to deal with my inadequacy. So there's 2 more brains than Dag, am I right?
Oh, Excuse me, 50 pounds right there. You apologise to the young man.
This is a reflection on me and my own self-consciousness about my smartness.
22 piercing damage.
And he cries out in agony and collapses. Bro.
Yeah! You will never fit in because you are not Hemlock! Whoa! I found Hemlock, but he called out to you.
Wait, what?
He told me that 400 years was worth the wait to meet you.
He really said that?
7 points of piercing damage as he bites into your shoulder.
That's okay. I got 2. Yeah. We all have 2 shoulders.
Undeniable math from Deg.
He's
All
not
right.
wrong. You just can't keep me down.
But instead of maggots crawling around on its skin, this time it's going to be butterflies. I'm going to be like, is that better?
That is better! Yes!
I would like to use my action to try and grab Andrea out of the water.
Athletics to hoist.
That's a natural 1.
As you reach over the edge of the boat, you slip and you fall in with her.
I call upon the goddess Pleiada. I would like to re-roll my natural 1.
You are not in the water. You hoist Andrea out of the drink.
Thank you!
I feel my Krieg blood starting to activate, and I now get double the amount of attacks.
Blow after blow, you rain down on this already deteriorated ogre as he succumbs beneath your blows.
Does he provoke opportunity attack?
It absolutely does.
It's been established he has a 10-foot reach, right?
Oh, well then I'll go back further.
Oh, okay, then, okay. I didn't realize opportunity attack was the goal.
Yes.
Carry on.
That's what I'm
He's
trying to do.
soaking it up to give his friends.
What a noble act of suicide.
The third and final item in the chest is a crystal sphere. And then you begin to hear a voice.
Those crones. If they think I'm going to be here dealing with these cretins, relaying their messages, they've got another thing coming.
Hello.
And who would you be?
You can call me Hotch, as it is my name.
Hotch.
That's convenient.
Perhaps we could be of assistance to each other.
Right.
What do you want?
All of our champions survived!
At this time, I need to tell you a tale, because that which is unfolding now has its roots in the very beginnings of Throsha. All of you here, for your entire lifetime, have known the sea on the western coast of Throsha to be called the Ugly Deep, a churning, tumultuous sea, plagued constantly by tempests and by hungry beasts with no name. None who sail the Ugly Deep have ever returned. And it has been many centuries since any even tried. But it was not always so. In the early days of Throsha, when the very echoes of the forming still sounded in Throsha's peaks, those waters were calm. Harbors, docks, and fishing ships dotted the western coast of Throsha, and many sailed the waters. Until the day when an enormous ship, like the one that you saw, arrived on Throsha's coast, and an army of giants set forth, claiming that they were here to expand their territory and claim Throsha as part of their own kingdom. The Hexant rose up, the original 5 guardians leading the champions, and they beat back the giants and sent them back across the sea. It was decided that they would be pursued to their continent to instill a fear and a lesson that they should never return to molest Throsia again. At the cost of many lives, the battle was won. But in one of the 5 original great deeds done by the original Guardians, Malthior stood on the coast of the Giants' continent and pulled down from the sky the Cloud Giants' castle that they could not sail back across the sea and molest Throsia from the air. And as it tumbled and cracked, many giants were slain, and the Cloud Giants were no more. But beyond that, Malthior opened his spellbook and cast a spell the likes of which has never been seen before and has never been seen again in Throsia. He created the Ugly Deep. He filled the ocean with the beasts that would pull down any ship that would attempt to cross it, creating an impenetrable barrier, protecting Throsia from the giants. And so it has remained for hundreds and hundreds of years, until now. For as you know, the sea has been restored to its former calm, and the giants have returned. We've received word that the giants who arrived in their ship sailed to the city of Ilfracombe, high on the western coast, where Throsia's most ancient library is. Once they arrived, they discovered and broke into what was believed to be forgotten, a hidden vault that contained Malthior's private library, and they have stolen Malthior's very spellbook. The spell that created the Ugly Deep is contained inside of that book, and we know not what other powers that book holds. Champions, we are sending you across the sea to pursue the giants and take back the spellbook that has been stolen. We do not know what their intent is, but the fate of Throsia rests on your shoulders. Before we send you out, I want you to know there were 3 ships. The first, captained by a hill giant and his army of ogres. The second, captained by fire giants, and the third by the frost giants. We've received word that the hill giant captain veered off course and has stopped on an island between Throsia and the continent of the giants, which is called Glempt. Very little is known about their land, but we are sending you to this island to see if you can find out anything about the whereabouts of this book. It may be in the hands of these hill giants. Champions, the last thing that I can tell you is I hope that you fly safely on the wings of Sorios.
Welcome, citizens of Throsha! I am Cernok, barkeep of the Hex, advocate for the champions, and your host. Thank you for your presence, those of you who are here with us in the Hex, those of you who are watching from afar from your arcane devices. Our champions have infiltrated Glemt. They are fighting their way towards the keep of the Fire Giants so that they can recover a piece of Malthior's spellbook. I don't know what they'll face, but your confidence, your presence, your love is all that they need. Are you ready to see them again? Are you ready? I believe you this time. From Clan Malthior, Jacquino! From Clan Veneda, Tilly! From Clan Talum, Booball! From Clan Krieg, Take. Right. From Clan Aria, Delia! And last but not least, Galivor the Fifth.
Champions, let us reinforce your sigils. Let the quest begin.
Looking sharp, Dave. Looking sharp. How you feeling, mate? All right.
I feel good. I feel good.
Right. Your lungs still in the same place?
I don't know.
Yes.
Hey.
Hello, hello.
My name's Day.
Wonderful to be here.
Hell yeah. I think you already know my name.
Ball, they call him. Yes.
Champions, thank you again for lending your bravery on this quest. I call forth Krello, our arbiter.
The arcane device of justice. The arcane power cable of justice. The screen protector of justice.
Whoa!
All right.
You have a pocket protector of justice too.
I wish. I don't have pockets.
It's
Well, there's your
inconvenient.
first problem.
I've got nothing to pick.
That's a lie. I have 2 pockets.
Cernok, should you say it or should I?
I'm not sure what to say.
Champions, look before you leap.
It's all right. I got you, boo-boo. I got you, boo-boo.
All right.
Solid.
Now that that's out of the way, barkeep, how are the keys?
They are so powerful.
All right. Champions, may you fly safely on the wings of Sorios. Barkeep, please unlock and open the channel.
Opening the channels.
See, you're getting better.
I taste coconut.
Champions, as you make your way back out of the cave, with your crystals now in hand, you see that the rope ladders in their singed form remain there, but you also see 2 tiny silhouettes of heads bending over. Are you all right down there?
Doing great. Got the things, thanks. How are you?
What'd you do to the ladders?
That was not us so much as the fire bat things. Thanks for telling us about them, by the way.
Oh, in all fairness, they did tell us about them.
We did tell you to be quiet.
I can't feel my leg.
That wasn't an objection. I'm just cleaning the slime off my belt.
It's a regular occurrence over.
You hear another whispered conversation from them up on top when you see another rope ladder get thrown over.
Try not to ruin this one too.
Thank you.
Very good of you.
Very nice.
Thanks.
If it'd be okay, I'd just like to take a moment.
Still fine.
Take Deg aside and say, lad, I greatly appreciate what you tried to do there, so you're a little bit worse for wear, and I'm going to produce a magical flower. This is a forget-me-not. I want you to eat it. And it's going to give him, I'm going to use a level 3 healing to give him 18 hit points back.
All right.
Yeah, like it never happened. Kind of.
Don't you throw that up.
I won't.
You should make him eat strange things.
I don't do well with eating things.
Oh. Is this something that's happened in the
18
past?
hit points to Deg.
I'm afraid so.
But it does taste really good.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
I think the fall hurt
So you are reunited
Now
with
you're
your
talking
gnome
like
companions, and they say, "All right, you've got your crystals. We can go into this fire giant city now. We just need to be very careful. Do you think you can be stealthy?"
I think I can.
I'm very stealthy.
Can you?
Good.
I am not very confident.
All right. Well, and they begin to lead you in a path back around the way you came, along the edge of the volcano, leading you through crags and cracks up the volcano's side until you can see the fire giant city, the great black keep itself of Pharaohvane. They lead you up along a parapet, along a wall, so that you have a vantage point from above to a gate on the outside. Standing outside this gate are 2 fire giants
I'm still here.
guarding the way into the city.
Good thing they look so friendly. Right, and there's a bit of a ledge that we can sneak behind, is that right?
So you are currently up, away, and hidden, well hidden from where they are. And your friend Jedri gestures you to follow as you begin to make your way, trying to get around them.
Are they saying anything, or are they doing anything, or just standing sentinel?
I would like you to make a perception check for me.
Right. I'm gonna open up my ears as loud as I can, clean some of the earwax out. That is a 9 plus 4 for a 13.
13. All right. You definitely can hear them speaking, but more importantly, you perceive that your friend Jedri is about to crawl into a very visible spot.
Right, I'm going to quietly grab the back, and I'm going to... Right, I'm going to cast a minor illusion to... How big is this spot?
The visibility spot?
Yes.
There is a break in the stone that's at least 15 feet wide where you
15
think they
feet?
would see if you were to proceed on this path.
Right. I'm going to cast minor illusion to make it look like there is another rock face that is covering up the bits of it. Does anyone else have any illusion spells by any chance?
I have this potion that we found in the wall. Is anyone good at like Arcana? Like
I can
magic?
take a look. She can take a look.
One of us can take a look.
I don't think
Actually,
I will
you
accept
should
an
take a
Arcana
look.
check to see if you can tell the nature of this potion.
I'm like decent at it. Is anyone really good?
I drink potions without thinking, so I'll take a look.
All right.
So I'm going to take the potion and just kind of give it a glance, hold it up to the light, see if I can divine what type
There's
of
something
magic
in it,
might be
too.
inside. And that is a 17 plus 5 for a 22.
Yeah.
You are good.
All right. Your keen insights into the arcane arts and having drank many potions without thinking, this is a potion of haste. It grants the effects of that same spell.
Those are useful.
That would have come in handy. Well,
You didn't have it until after
that's
the
true.
fact.
That's true. Right. Well,
Okay.
That said, you have it now.
Potion of haste, so it doubles your speed, gives you an extra action, and bumps your AC up by 2 for a turn.
Wow.
So just hang on to it. That will very likely come in handy.
Got it. I have to drink it to use it, right?
Yes.
So
Okay.
I trust that you've been very quiet up to this point.
yeah.
You also heard, with your perception check, these voices of these fire giants speaking to one another as they stand guard holding their immense swords. I feel like King Phaedrus has been acting somewhat strangely lately.
You didn't hear this from me, but I hear he's been planning something big for that gnome princess.
Your friends Jedri and Felny look at each other with wide eyes at these words.
Oh, really? What exactly is he planning? Well, I know it has to do with that spell book and the forge, if you know what I mean.
There have been a lot of odd things around the fortress. When's the big event supposed to take place?
What I know for certain is that it will happen when the forge is full, as well as the moon.
A third fire giant walks out from the gate, this one wearing a captain's helmet.
Hey! Keep down, you two. We're not paying you to stand here and jab.
And he walks back inside.
I heard King Phaedrus has been spending a lot of time in the crypts. Who hangs out with a bunch of dead kings? Hey?
Keep your voices down! Bellows the voice from inside. They fall back into line.
I would like to. First, I'd like to ask my friends, do you know anything about this princess? What's going on?
That's who we're here for.
You two came alone to fetch the princess from the giants.
You're adventurers too.
You two could be heroes.
Yeah.
That's right, we're real adventurers now.
Oh, we're so glad we found you. I'm going to take my mage hand. Mine doesn't have any skin. And I'm going to...
That's what you call a degloved mage hand.
That's good to know, yeah.
I'm going to take my new companion, and I'm going to throw it as far as I can, past the giants if I can. I don't know how far they are.
They're about 35-ish feet away from you. You're close enough to feel the danger of their presence, but you're hidden at the moment.
Yes, I'm definitely thinking I'm going to try and get the mage hand as close as possible and then throw it. Just past them so that they look away from us. I don't have a plan after this, so I
As
hope
she
you
does
guys
this,
do.
in the spot, I'm going to cast a minor illusion to make the sound of the chittering of some of the fire bats on the opposite side of the cavern.
All right. You extend your mage hand as far as you can, up above where they don't see this snake floating through the air, and then you hurl it to the side when it is accompanied by the sound of chittering. And the two fire giant guards turn to the side.
Maybe we should check it out. Yeah, all right, fine.
What was your snake friend's name? Sorry, what was your
They take a few steps over. Their backs are indeed to you.
Right. As this is happening, I wave to my friends to come along silently. So stealthily, we're going to creep along the exposed point. I'm going to go first.
All right.
Make sure
I
the coast
will
is clear.
need stealth checks from each of you.
Right.
But the pass without a trace spell cast by your companion does still last. Had he plummeted to the ground, there's a good chance he might not have been able to maintain concentration on that spell, but as such,
Luckily, yes. Right, as I creep along, that is a 6 plus 11 plus 10.
I think it's safe to say no one sees you move across.
I guess you could call me the Rocktopus.
Where did Uncle Jack go?
Silly.
I don't know, it's okay.
Stealth check, please.
That would be 14 plus 5 plus 10. 19, 29.
Again.
Oh,
Oh, so stealthily.
yes.
Oh, you're good. Please move on. Stealth.
That's a 19 plus 10.
All right.
And I would like one quick thing to touch our Lady Dragonborn friend here.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to give her resistance, which adds +2 more.
All right.
Nicely done.
Deg.
That's a 4 plus 10.
A 14. All right, Delia.
All right.
Don't come at me, bro.
That is a 10 plus 10 plus 2.
Well, it's at
But it is with
disadvantage.
Oh, dang it. Dang it. It's okay. It's gonna be better. Because that's an 18.
Oh, okay.
Unless
That's
the bells.
not what resistance does.
This target can add 2 to a saving throw.
This is a
Stealth is not a
check.
saving
It's
throw.
not a
It's
saving
throw.
throw.
He forgot.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Enhance ability. Advantage.
That sounds like
that's-
it would do
that's-
the trick.
Yes.
All right, we'll allow it.
All right, well, the second one was an 18, so it's the 10,
10 plus 10 plus 2. So a 22 on a stealth check for Delia.
I'm so proud
Holding
of you.
as many individual links in her chainmail as she can, preventing them from chinkling as she moves cautiously across.
I've never been so silent in my life. Sir Nock can tell you.
All right, Deg, you make your way across, not calling the attention of the fire giants whose backs are to you. Well done. Well done, champions.
My dad always told me I was never very good at being sneaky, and so I'm really glad that I didn't blow this for us all.
I'm proud of you. You got some rogue in you. I respect that.
Dag is crying.
That's what you throwing up from the eyes, I think, is more accurate.
Please don't phrase it that way.
You are so lucky that your mentor is so supportive of everything you do. I whispered that. I don't think it went through the channel, right? We're fine.
I really appreciate that.
There's certainly no all-seeing beings around to hear what you said. It's fine. All right. As you make your way past the fire giants, you are able to enter within the walls of this black stone city. You are in the city of the fire giants. And soon after you enter, you see an archway in a stone wall, which clearly denotes in its iconography that this is a crypt.
As soon as we get inside, I'm just gonna rest my hands on my chest and focus and try and meditate and use my divine senses to try and reach out and see if I can sense anything scary. Unless that scary thing lights up.
So what ability are you specifically using?
I am using divine sense,
Which does?
which does within 60 feet of myself, I can know the location of celestials, fiends, and undead.
Celestials, fiends, and undead.
That's a handy
All right.
skill.
You get the sense that some level of necromancy has been practiced through that crypt door. You do not necessarily sense the presence of any undead beings at the moment,
Okay.
Do
but
I
its
notice
stink is heavy in
anybody?
the air for you. Again?
Do I notice anybody as we're nearing these crypt doors? Anybody that nobody else can notice?
You, Tilly, being who you are, see standing proudly next to the door of the crypt a fire giant, standing tall, resplendent, in armor far more ornate than any of the armor you saw on the guards outside, with a look of intense disapproval and dissatisfaction. He's not looking at you, he's simply standing there.
Excuse me?
Who are you talking to?
Oh.
I can sense that there's some necromancy stuff going on here. I don't know if what?
That's terrifying. Necromancy is mortifying.
Mortifying. I see what you did there.
Hey!
Definitely meant to do that. There's a gentleman there.
I can't sense anything.
Of course you can't sense him. He's not undead. He's just dead.
One moment. I'm going to reach into the bag and pull out the crystal ball. Excuse me, Hotch, the scrum trelescent. Do you know where we are, and do you know if there are any beings in here that we should be careful of?
Hotch looks around. We are clearly inside the city of Ferrovane. I have heard the proceedings up to this point, and I must tell you that the book we are seeking
at least once, was through that door.
You can sense the magic from the book.
Yes.
Are you able to track it actively?
It is difficult, but I would say that if we would know more about the book's whereabouts, I would need to enter.
Right.
The hex.
Well, for such a powerful being as yourself, I'm sure it will be no trouble whatsoever. Thank you very much for your counsel.
You are most welcome.
Right.
Hey, Hutch, while you're here, I'm sorry I was rude before.
We'll see about you, dear child. We'll see.
What's that supposed to mean?
She's not that bad once you get to know her. She doesn't like a lot of people when she first meets them.
That's a valid point.
Well, I suppose on some level I can identify with that, as I'm not really fond of most people.
Right, well.
That's...
Once again, we are at your beck and call.
Please. We must go in the crypt.
Right. I'm going to put the crystal ball back in the bag.
Righto.
Excuse me, sir. Can you hear me?
His proud form looks down at you with a look that does not move from disdain.
I understand that you might be a little tepid to speak to somebody like me, but considering I can speak to you and I'm not dead, I would love to have this moment to talk about what you may have seen. Standing guard here, I can only assume.
I have seen blasphemy enter my house, and I will have none more of it. And he turns and walks through the wall and disappears.
Whoa.
It's a bit rude.
What was that?
Well.
He's gone. He left. He says he's seen blasphemy. I imagine it has to do with the necromancy that Delia is so worried about. I hate necromancers.
I never would have guessed.
I think she saw
That's
a
cool.
ghost. A giant ghost.
Yeah, I don't... something. I don't know.
No, the dead should stay dead.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they shouldn't rise back up. That's morbid and it's sick.
I'm glad we agree on something.
Don't you fight with maggots and dead things?
I mean, maggots are alive, mate.
You know, you throw up all the time.
Could
so
we
morbid and sick.
please get moving into this crypt? I need to see what was in there.
Dude, chill.
What?
We're going.
Right.
Smile real big. Let's go.
Right.
Oh, you've angered him again.
So we go through the door.
Yes, we're going to stealthily.
Don't think we've actually met
go
yet.
through
I'm
the door.
Booball. Do we just knock?
On the crystal? It's silent. There's no image to be seen, and no voice emitting from it at this point.
I'm sorry, guys. I thought that chill was like, it's a really, where I come from, it's a really like simple thing to say. We're ice dragons, so it doesn't make a big deal.
I suppose that checks out.
Anyway.
Right. So we are going stealthily through the door.
Alrighty. You find yourself in an enormous hall.
Can I do a perception check?
You certainly may.
That's a 12 plus 4.
16. The things that stand out most quickly are the immense stone coffins scattered across the room.
Oh, that's cheerful.
They are far larger than any man would ever need, but knowing where you are, it is obvious to you this is the resting place of fire giants, but you can see from emblems that this is where the royalty is laid to rest. This is a hall where the fire giant kings are placed.
Now, my friends, maybe we ought to be a little bit careful as we go along in here. The only thing worse than fire giants are undead, zombie, gross fire giants, so I'm going to send out my mage hand to crawl around and see if there are any traps nearby.
All right, as your mage hand scurries around, it encounters scattered papers,
It encounters broken bits of stone. It does not come across anything that would strike you as a trap. However, you do find, as it's scurrying around, one of these coffins has been opened.
Oh, well, that's not good.
What he said. Are there any markings on the open coffin to denote who might be inside?
There are names of fire giant kings written in giant.
I can't read giants. I need some really big glasses.
I climb into the coffin.
You climb up the side, and as you begin to peer in and thinking about descending, before you stick your head in, you see that there is no body.
It's gone!
However, there are large chunks of ice.
But there's ice!
I want to climb up with him. I want to see what's inside.
You see that there is no body. And
he's gone.
There are large chunks of ice.
But there's ice.
I think we should all check.
That's what I said!
Should we go check too?
Should we all check?
No, it's fine. Let's keep going.
Can I pick up the ice and notice, like, do I notice anything interesting about it, like shatter patterns or magic or anything?
Can I do a nature check on the ice? Is it normal ice?
You can go ahead and do a nature check.
Oh! That's a natural 1.
Wow, it's cold!
Now, Booble, do not stick your tongue to that ice.
Okay.
Delia, you said you were investigating the ice as well?
Yes.
All right, you cast a particular spell a little bit ago. Is that still in effect? Your divine sense, I believe it was.
I do not know how long it lasts.
Is that a immediate ability that then
It's an
deactivates?
it's an ability. I'm not sure.
You can
It's
use
new, I
it
just learned it.
5 times between rests.
Right. But it stops after I.
Oh, yeah. You checked and you're done, unless I'm wrong. But I'm
All right.
pretty sure I'm
Okay.
not.
Then in that case, Delia, beyond just picking up the ice, what are you attempting to discern? Or how do you discern it?
I'm just trying to figure out, kind of similar to Bubal, I just want to know if this is like magic ice. You know what? We are just gonna, I got 5 of these, so we're gonna try sensing around this thing again.
All right, you do not sense celestials or fiends or undead.
Well, at least we know we're safe in this crypt. Can I still look at the ice and try to figure out if it's any sort of like magic ice?
Roll Arcana.
Woo! I grew up around ice, so this is my thing, right? That's a 17 plus, I think it's nothing, straight 17.
It is magical in nature.
All
Its
right.
creation was not in normal circumstance,
Okay.
which is probably indicated by where you found it.
I mean, that does make
is
sense.
in a
I suppose.
volcano.
It is
Just
definitely
wanna check.
magical.
I'm going to turn to my gnome friends and I say, do you know anything about all this?
They are wide-eyed and terrified.
We don't know anything about this. We're just here to get back our sister.
Do you?
Your sister.
Wait a second.
Your princess?
Your
Well,
princess is your sister.
What?
Does that make
Did
you
you
princess?
say something?
No, but you sure did, little friend. Do you know anything about the ice giants and the fire giants feuding by any chance?
No. Well, I mean, they don't really get on, but they hardly ever get together. They live so far in the north.
Do you know of anyone else who would be trying to find your sister?
Well, the guards at the front gate did say that the king wanted something to do with some sort of something with the crypt and the princess. So perhaps the king has something to do with all of this.
Why
is
would-
there? May I take a look around and see if there's any?
I
first
need
of
a
all-
perception check from you, Tilly.
Yes. Well, not if there's any. Well, yes, I want to check. Well,
Please.
I'm sorry.
Roll those dice.
That's a 7. That would be a 7 plus 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. To see if there's any indicator of where the body went or was taken.
12. All right. You don't see anything to do with the remains of the body, but as you are one who said that you elected to peer into this stone coffin, with your 12 you see a shard of glass laying on the floor. And in that shard of glass, you see an immense, red, angry eye looking back at you.
I'm going to send me
are
mage
you
hand down
doing
and cover
here?
up the eye.
You do so successfully. You hear the grinding of stone as the doors behind you to the crypt close.
Oh.
Good.
And beginning to rise up from a brazier on the far end of the room, two beings that appear to be completely made of flame rise up and begin to approach you. Champions, we're going to be entering initiative order. Sir Nock, you will have the opportunity to counsel the champions before they begin.
Okay, sounds like this is open. So, I think these are fire elementals, which are extremely dangerous up close. Jacquino, spellcasters, you're very effective at long range. Deg, maybe try to like help the party this time. Oh, that's better. Like do some damage.
Okay,
do
Sir
your
Nock,
job.
protection from evil and good, is that a first level or second level?
First level.
Got it. Don't leave Deg alone. Please.
He needs to be doing his job. We sent him out there for a reason.
Okay.
I think you're doing just great. Just great.
All right.
Is it still open? What's...
Yeah.
It's officially closed. We'll be starting with the top of initiative order with Jacquino.
Right. I am going to take one look at my friends and then kind of shrug a little bit and then run back behind this sarcophagus. Then I'm going to cast my doppelganger as a bonus action and have him run out towards this sarcophagus back here. And I'm going to lean out from behind cover with my short bow and take a shot at the red fire elemental right here.
All right. Were you intentionally trying to provoke an attack of opportunity or no?
No, I'm just sending him up. I didn't send him within range to
So
get
you keep him
attack
out of range.
unless he's got reach. Does he have reach?
You do not see him reach to
Okay.
attack as you
Right.
keep him away.
That's fine then. Right, and then I'm going to lean out from behind cover with my short bow and take careful aim at wherever you aim on a fire elemental. And I'm going to let loose.
Ranged attack roll, please.
That is a 9 plus 8, or a 17.
17 definitely connects.
Yeah.
Damage.
That is 8 piercing damage.
8 piercing damage. All right. Anything else on your turn?
Using the rest of my movement, I'm going to fall back just a bit further behind the sarcophagus.
All right. The fire elementals get their opportunity to act. So he moves right down to the party. He will attempt his touch attack against Deg.
That's okay. All right.
Which is a 16, which does not connect.
Not gonna do it.
Well done, Doug.
Second touch attack against Tilly. That is a 19 to hit.
He hits.
Tilly takes 10 fire damage. Tilly, you are also on fire.
Now she knows how the butterflies felt.
Is this karma?
If you begin your next turn on fire still, you will take additional damage.
Okay.
All right. The red fire elemental moves to take a swipe at your double and immediately dispels it.
The doppelganger, before he dispels, is going to slap himself on the keister at him and go, nah, 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 nah.
That's your prerogative. All right. He will then use the rest of his movement to come down and attack Bubal. That is a 19 to hit.
Yes!
That is 10 points of fire damage, and Bubal is on fire.
Ooh, ha! Ooh, ha!
Not in a good way.
All right. Tilly, it is now your turn. At the beginning of your turn, you take 5 points of fire damage because you are burning.
Quite on fire, yes. All right, I don't like being on fire. Hypothetically speaking, would I count as a small campfire or something around that size?
Yes.
You could cook stuff off, yes.
Excellent. First step, I'm going to cast Misty Step. I'm going to get away from here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I'm going to keep running. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll go only 15. And then I'm going to cast Prestidigitation upon myself and snuff myself out.
All right. That will extinguish the flames immediately. Well done.
Okay.
Thank you. Well done. Well done.
Anything else on your turn? Sir Nock.
Opening a channel to Clan Talum.
Yes. Hello?
Hello, Bubal. Sernok here.
Hi, yes. Hi.
I'm speaking to you because your 4th level spells can be so essential to winning this battle. With your polymorph, you could essentially take out one of these elementals altogether. And with your Ice Storm, you could deal massive damage to both. I think that's all I have time for.
Yeah.
I'm counting on you.
Loud and clear.
All right. At the end of Tilly's turn, we then move to Bubal, who does take 5 points of damage as he is on fire.
And I have to use an action to put the fire out. Is that what you're saying?
Someone must use an action to put the fire out.
I think I'm gonna just let myself burn. Because I have more important things to do. I'm gonna look at this fire elemental right in front of me. Yes. Yes, indeed. I don't like you. You set me on fire. And so I'm gonna pull out a wee little bag of shrooms. And I'm gonna chomp on some of them myself. You? And then I cast polymorph on this fire elemental in front of me.
All right. I believe he needs to make a wisdom saving throw with the DC of
16.
16. What are you attempting to turn it into?
A shrubbery.
It rolls a natural 1.
Oh, you wee little bush now, are ya?
Can we make a burning bush joke before he rings his bell?
I would like that.
Consider it made.
Burning bush. There it is.
Bear in mind, friends, don't hurt it, or it pops right back into a
Polymorph
fire
allows him
elemental.
to turn into any beast.
As part of his custom subclass, it has
God
been determined
dang it! God dang it!
that he can turn something into an awakened shrub.
Oh, an awakened shrub. I quit. Yeah, justice.
So it's alive and sentient!
All right, I'm just trying to...
You've earned this.
You just stay yourself rooted right there.
All right, it's not a terribly big icon.
Don't let it get on you close, trust me.
And then I'm going to move.
Well done, Bubal.
As you move away, the awakened shrubbery will take its attack of opportunity.
As you are.
It rolls a 16 to hit.
It hit.
This shrubbery is mad. It does 1 point of damage
Oh!
with its
our big
rake
boy.
attack as it scrapes your skin with a little branch. It cannot speak.
I don't think you're going to be able to make it.
I'll try.
All right, with that, anything else on your turn? I don't believe so. Deg.
So, I'm gonna look dead in the eye into this approaching fire demon looking thing, and I'm gonna pull out my sword, and I'm gonna turn my head and look at the shrubbery. And I'm gonna run at the shrubbery instead. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Deg!
whoa. And I am going...
Deg, 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 Deg!
No.
Deg takes an attack of opportunity.
I'm okay with
from
that.
The
If I heard it, will it change?
yellow elemental.
I didn't know that.
Which rolls a natural 20. With its swirling form, it brings its flaming arm across your skin, searing you as you take 20 points of fire damage, and you are on fire.
Good. Well, I've already committed to the shrubbery plan, but I'm hearing Boo Ball yell at me, so I'm going to turn around, pull out my dagger from Jackano, and I'm going to throw it back at the other one, I guess.
Make your attack roll to throw the dagger back where you were, please.
That's an 11 plus 1 from Delia.
Oh, yeah. You're welcome.
Wait, actually, that's
You don't have
plus.
any dex?
More.
Plus dexterity. Dexterity modifier.
That's dexterity modifier?
Yes.
No,
It's
you
a
have the
thrown
option of
dagger.
using either strength or dexterity.
Yeah,
I'll
you're
use my
good there.
strength.
That's not why I rang the bell. It's because he's next to a hostile shrubbery, which will give him disadvantage on the attack throw.
That's a real thing, yeah.
All right.
I got the Cernox stamp of approval.
That's
So
a 17 the
good to go.
second
That's
time.
a mean shrubbery.
All
Dag,
right.
I'm so proud of you.
Your
You
first
overpowered
attack.
that shrubbery.
It does 6 damage.
It does not connect. Your initial attack was not enough for the dagger to stab it.
Well, then I'll pull out my hand axe and try again.
All right, with disadvantage.
That's a 17 the first time, plus 7. That's a 13 plus 7.
That will
Plus one.
connect.
Plus 1.
All right, that'll be 7 damage.
7 damage to this fire elemental. Delia.
Oh, man. Okay. Arbiter, I might need your help with this.
What's that?
I would like to cast Protection from Evil and Good. I believe I cast that on an ally, correct?
I believe that's correct, unless Cernox says something before I look it up.
I just learned this new spell, so
It's a great spell.
It's touch range, so
Touch range?
You can either cast it on yourself or on Dag, I guess.
Or you can hold his hand.
If you want, go for it.
well, I'm definitely gonna carefully touch Dag since he's on fire now. We're gonna cast Protection from Evil and Good, which, correct me if I'm wrong, but it should give elementals disadvantage.
You're not
on
wrong.
attacks against you. So a little globe of like snowflake-looking things kind of like fall on you for a second, but you're still on fire. So
All right. All attacks against Deg will have disadvantage for the duration of this spell.
Well done,
Is this
Delia.
a concentration spell?
this is a concentration spell.
All right.
Don't get hurt and don't hurt the shrub.
I didn't know I shouldn't hurt the shrub.
It's okay.
When I see a shrub, I just want to hit it.
What did shrubs are my favorite.
to you?
Do you aspire to be a gardener?
I did before my dad told me I couldn't.
Jacquino, we're back to you at the top of the initiative order.
Right. Well, I am going to use some of my movement to go around this way. Then I'm going to use a bonus action to dash and go around this way. So I've got line of sight, and it looks like I have a friend within 5 feet of the elemental that is not currently a shrubbery.
You certainly
And
do.
I am going to take a sneak attack shot right into his gullet.
All right, make your attack roll, please.
That is a natural 1.
Oh! How much damage does your attack do?
Oh dear. Well, I got some sweat in my eyes or something because that does 8 piercing damage plus 14 sneak attack damage.
So 22 points of damage to Delia.
Sorry.
Are you going to contest line of sight on me, Krello? Because my mind's already gone
No,
there.
I wasn't thinking line of sight. I was thinking that the sneak attack is with an adjacent I guess we could argue he's using Deg to sneak attack Delia.
No.
Or in the case of flipping it, he also has an enemy in range to catch it. Either
Fair
way,
enough.
we're covered.
All right, let's do that 22 damage to Delia.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Shake it off, shake it off. We're
Yes,
fine.
I'm very, very sorry. That's supposed to go for the nasty ones instead. Well,
It's all right, I'll pull it out. in a
Anything
second.
else on your turn?
feeling repentant, I'm going to cast my doppelganger right within 10 feet of me, right here. And I am going to have him charge over to the fire elemental and run past in an attempt to provoke a passing swipe. That far.
The fire elemental will take an attack of opportunity, which dispels the double.
I would like to make a purchase at the Boon store. I want to buy a... Where is it? Never mind, it's gone.
What's
It was there.
Anyone, friend?
It changed.
Last
I mean,
episode.
if you wanted to be Kind, you could buy me a point of inspiration, but the die is cast.
It's cast, yeah. Never mind then.
All right. Well, Jacquino, I believe that was the end of your turn.
Yes.
Which brings us to the fire elemental and his tiny green friend. That's the shrub. Okay. So the first fire elemental is going to take its multi-attack against Delia, swinging its flaming arms.
Don't come at me, bro!
There's a 22 to hit,
Dang it, I
doing 10 fire damage to Delia, and she is now on fire.
I'm an ice dragon. I don't like being on fire. This is not good.
Delia, no one likes being on fire.
It's especially painful for me, okay?
It's going to take a step forward and take another swipe at Deg. With a 21 to hit.
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah.
That is 10 more points of fire damage to
Did it
Deg.
take disadvantage on that attack?
It should take
Because it
disadvantage
should.
on that attack. With a 19 to hit.
That'll do it, yeah.
But well remembered.
Thank you.
Delia, you lack the strength to protect your love.
Don't you tell me that, Krello.
I'm just saying the numbers are saying that.
All right.
Don't you tell me what math is telling me.
Fair enough. You've shown me.
The awakened shrub is going to move. It's 20 feet, which is just enough to put it in range of its tormentor.
Why are you following me?
Deg, do
Maybe
it.
it's because
Deg,
you turned it into a bush.
Can
and
I
he's
do an
mad.
And you're a druid.
No, I don't want to do that. Never mind. It's a shrub.
Deg.
Deg, you can't take an attack of opportunity.
I raise my sword, and then Delia hopefully will stop it.
Let's not. We're trying to be impressive.
Okay.
The awakened shrub rolls an 8.
No.
It rustles. It rustles at you.
Shoot.
Tilly.
Wonderful. I'm going to come forward just a little bit over here, and then I'm going to bend space and time just a little bit, just to use a couple of my sorcery points so that I can cast Quicken Spell. I'll cast Prestidigitation on Dahlia, putting her fire out.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, of
All
course.
right. Well done. Dahlia's
No idea
flames
how-
are extinguished.
And then I'm going to cast Invisible Swarm on the yellow one. So I'm going to have a little bite of my butterfly eggs, which may or may not be butterfly eggs, and I'm going to raise my hand, and butterflies are going to start coming out of my jacket, and it's beautiful. It's like spring awake. It's wonderful, and they come forward. But then they take offense to the fact that he's on fire and they're not. So they're gonna and then just go straight for him.
You paint a vivid picture. All right. I believe he has to roll a saving throw.
Constitution, DC 16.
He rolls an 8.
Excellent. He fails. He takes 7 psychic damage, and he must move 5 feet away from me.
All right. He takes 7 psychic damage and is pushed back. Staggering, flying at these butterflies.
It's forced movement.
Forced movement does not provoke an attack of opportunity.
Thank you, those
as
citizens. We
learned.
love you.
Tilly, anything else on your turn?
No.
Boobal.
Well, it appears I should probably put this fire out. That's all.
Boobal takes 5 points of fire damage at the top of his turn because he is still on fire.
Oh, yes, he's
So-
still on fire.
While patting out the fires on me using my action, I'm imagining that this bush is still trying to scratch me. So be it. But that's all that I can really do. I will use my bonus action, though, to and make my oaken staff larger, thornier, greener. And someone's going to get a beating.
All right. Deg takes 5 points of fire damage at the top of his turn as he is on fire.
All right. Boobal, you used a 4th level spell, right?
I did.
I would like to make up for the mistake I made earlier. I would like to buy Boobal a 4th level spell slot back from the boon store.
Whoa. Hello?
That's 400 boons. Can I buy it for another? I don't use spells.
I need verification on this. Can he purchase a 4th level spell slot?
That's a good question for Playana and her council.
I'll give up my additional 48 for it.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. All right, Baibu ball his spell slot back.
Wow.
And then I am going to turn to Delia. So you think I should like put myself out on fire, or should I go attack the fire guy?
I'm kind of worried about you, so maybe you should put yourself.
Okay, I'm going to stop, drop, and roll.
All right.
Moving myself right there. There we go.
After that tremendous dash, it's Delia's turn.
All right, I am no longer on fire, which I'm feeling really
Correct.
good about,
Yes,
which is
that's nice.
quite nice. And I just, this thing is bugging me because it attacks Dig, and that honestly just kind of irks me every time. So we're gonna run up to it, and we are going to attack this guy. Gonna pull out my ice iron sword and be like, "You didn't see this coming."
Melee attack roll, please.
Melee attack. That's a 3. Plus 8.
All right. Well, it definitely does not connect.
Yeah, alright. Well, we're gonna, backhand, swing again. Come on, let's hear it. Yeah! There we go. You hear that die? They want you to do good. Let's do good. That was a 4. That was not much better.
Plus 8
Plus 8.
does not connect.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Man, well, I'm feeling a little embarrassed. And there's not really much else I can do, so we're just gonna smile at this thing.
Jacquino.
Right, well, I'm feeling a little bit repentant from before, so I'm going to try really, really hard not to hit Delia this time, because I feel pretty bad about that. But I just can't resist that sweet, sweet sneak attack. So I'm going to pull out my short bow, aim again, and fire.
Make your roll.
That is a 3, so a little bit better. 3 plus 8.
Does not connect.
Does not connect.
In your efforts to make sure you do not hit Delia, you aim just a little wide.
That's unfortunate. Well, then I'm going to cast my doppelganger once more. I'm going to send him so he's within 10 feet, so we'll have him right there. Right. And we are going to send him between the 2 elementals, right up there.
All right. He provokes an attack of opportunity from the awakened shrub.
Oh no.
And it is dispelled.
Right, and I will end my turn there.
All right. It is the fire elemental's opportunity. The yellow will swing at Delia, bringing down its fiery arms onto your head.
Don't you come at me, bro.
It works again. That's a 10 to hit.
Ooh, yes!
Yeah!
I block it with my sword.
Knocking his fiery fists away as he swings side for his second.
Don't come at me, bro.
With an 11. Does not connect.
I told you every time not to do it.
Deflecting its fiery fists with your sword again and again.
I trained pretty
The
well.
awakened shrub performs its rake attack.
Stop it.
Rolling a 19.
He's so powerful.
Doing 1 damage.
Right
Now,
on my chin. Just give it to me. Right there. Just give it to me.
with
There
this
you go.
1 damage, we need you to make a concentration check to see if you can maintain polymorph.
I swear, if you drop this.
This is a
We believe in you.
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution? Constitution, you said?
Mm-hmm.
7.
You better run for cover when the shrub grows up. That was a reference. A good reference. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bursting forth from the form of this burning shrub that consumes in flame and once again becomes a fire elemental.
Die is cast.
All right.
That has happened.
That said, it has used its action when it was still a shrub.
Yeah.
Tilly,
All right. Well, I feel like bullying this once was shrub, so I'm going to point at it and I'm going to pull out a small piece of iron, wrap it around my knuckle, and I'm going to cast Reduce on it. It needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Against?
16.
It rolls a 9.
Yeah. It is a little. It suddenly shrinks. All of it, everything it's holding, all of the fire, it grows tiny. Not tiny, medium, but tiny enough. And yes.
That's so cute.
It's adorable. It is absolutely adorable. I've still got this around my finger because I'm maintaining concentration and I don't want to forget that.
Any other effect?
It does 1d4 less damage every attack while I'm maintaining concentration.
All right, 2 less damage.
Yes. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to once more bend the will of space and time and use my meta magic once more to cast Quicken Spell so that... how many of my friends are on fire? Is it just you two?
No one is currently on fire.
We're good. Scratch that. I'm not going to do that.
Booball.
Okay. Well, you came back, but you're a wee little flame now, aren't you? Okay, I'm going to have to... Am I no longer in melee range because he's shrunk down that way?
This is true.
Okay. Then I'm going to back up a bit more. Can I pass this? Is this like a...
the large brazier? You can move past it.
Can I move past it?
You can.
Okay. And you know what? Why not? I'm going to pull out that fruit that I grew way back then. I don't know what it does. And I'm going to toss it at him.
Bad. All right.
I think this would be a dexterity. Yes?
It is. It is a ranged melee attack.
16 plus 2, 18.
That will definitely connect.
Yeah! I don't know what's about to happen.
You're throwing it at the smaller?
Yes.
That's exciting.
Just need to check something here.
Life's full of risks.
Yours especially seems to be full of them.
It deals... Oh, acid. It deals 7 points of acid damage.
Okay.
Which it does take. It is not immune to acid.
Yeah.
It's some rotten fruit. Anything else on your turn?
That'll be it.
Deg.
Now, guys, am I overthinking this? I'm not good at puzzles or nothing, but can we use the ice in the crypt to try to use that to kill them? Because they're weak against ice, aren't they?
It's an interesting idea.
All right. I'm nowhere close. I'm nowhere close to that, so I'm just gonna run up to this guy and start beating him. That's what I'm good at. All right. And so I'm gonna run up to him, and I'm gonna jump up in the air with my sword and bring it down on him.
All right.
That is a 2 plus 7.
9 does not connect.
All right. Then I'm going to, as I'm standing there, I'm gonna drop my blade into my other hand and slash it again.
Second attack.
That's an 11 plus 7.
That does connect. Damage.
Yeah, that'll be 8 damage.
8 damage. Deg takes 5 fire damage from making physical contact with the beast and is again on fire.
That's okay.
Delia.
Okay.
I realized that I took damage and did not make a concentration saving throw on my protection from good and evil. So perhaps...
Make your concentration check,
first.
please.
Oh, she's so honest.
I do belong to Arya. 'Tis my job. It's a natural 1. I would like to buy a point of inspiration.
All right.
From the boon store.
Citizens of Throsha, thank you for your support. This is a prime example of how you can make a difference in our champion's success. You could be the difference between life and death.
I noticed you gave me a lot of boons, so let's use them.
Cool.
All right, let's redo that concentration-ness. That is a 17.
Yeah!
That will maintain concentration.
Fantastic. Okay.
All right, your turn.
Now that I've officially concentrated, let's hit this thing.
All right, swing away.
All right. Oh, that is a 14 plus 8.
Damage.
10.
10 damage to the fire elemental.
Slash.
Delia takes 5 points of fire damage and is again on fire.
Ah!
Don't forget about your divine strikes.
Yes, sir. Mr.
You don't have to use it here. Just don't forget.
I won't. I promise.
Since she took fire damage, she pass a concentration check again?
Oh.
Indeed. Roll fast.
Let's go. That's a 4.
That will drop the spell concentration,
Dang
I'm
it.
afraid. All right.
All right. Well, I can still hit this thing again, so let's do that.
Second attack.
That's also a 4.
Does not connect. Bringing us back to Jacquino.
Well, I am just so curious about what the handsome young man stated earlier, so I just can't resist, and I'm going to... run this way, disengage as I pass the little one. My mage hand is still present, is it not? I had to cast it earlier. All right. I'm going to send the mage hand into the open crypt, grab a chunk of ice, and attempt to ram it down the gullet of the large fire elemental right here.
All right. You just shove it in its face. All right.
Shove it right in its face.
It's going to take 8 points of damage from the ice.
All right.
Yeah!
Not a bad idea, young man. Nice.
All right. Anything else on your turn?
No, I've used all my movement and my bonus actions, so now I will hold there.
All right. It's the fire elemental's turn. The yellow fire elemental is going to turn its attention to you, Jacquino, as you have stabbed it with something that feels particularly hurty.
Can we take opportunity attacks on him?
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, yes, please do. Deg first.
That's a 1.
How much damage does your attack do, Deg?
It does 8 damage.
Maybe
That
you want
is
to buy
8 damage to Delia as you swing wildly in your excitement.
I will buy a point of inspiration.
Deg will purchase a point of inspiration from the boon store. Roll again.
I like, in my head, I picture like hitting Delia, and I'm like, let's rethink about this. That's a 7 plus 7.
14 does connect.
Yeah!
Damage?
That'll be 8 damage.
8 damage, all
Thanks
right.
for not hitting me.
Yeah.
Delia, your attack of opportunity.
Okay. That is a 14 plus 8.
Yes. That connects. Damage.
That's going to be 10 damage plus a divine smite at first level. 19.
19 points of damage.
Blue light just shoots right through him. I am sick of fire.
As your blue light courses through it, its flame is extinguished and it perishes.
Yes.
We're both on fire, but we hold hands.
Would you call that burning hands? That's a cantrip.
It's funny because that's
I don't
a
care.
spell.
I feel pretty good about what I just said.
It's Tiny's turn. He runs up to attack Jacquino. Swinging his much smaller... He's about the same size as you guys now, to be fair. He's just less imposing, but he's still being composed of flame.
It's rather troubling.
That is a 15 to hit.
That doesn't hit, little man.
I prefer this to the shrubbery.
It opens its maw wide and swings again with its other fist. Rolling a natural 20.
I will uncannily dodge to try and minimize the damage as much as possible, which is probably
You will then take the standard amount of 10 damage, and you are now on fire.
Is that 8 damage because he's reduced?
It would be!
Hey, look at you.
8 damage. And you're on fire.
Would you say that I caught fire? Caught fire, NBA Jam style? No? All right. 90s reference, you might not get it. I don't,
That's going back to the ancient tomes. All right.
I would, however, say...
Tilly!
All right.
This rogue is on fire.
I'm going to reach into my pocket and withdraw my little bell and give it a little ring. And when I do, suddenly the air grows cold for just a moment before this crypt right here dislodges very slightly. and something comes crawling out of it. Skeletal hands that first inch forward before shooting out for the small one, casting Grasping Dead.
Saving throw? Oh, range spell
Nope,
attack.
it's an attack roll. That would be a 16 plus 8, I want to say. Yes.
That will connect.
Excellent.
Damage.
Let me double check that. That would be 5 necrotic damage.
5 necrotic damage.
Yes. In addition, he must make a wisdom saving throw or take 7 psychic damage, and so must you, because it is very malicious and unsettling.
Really?
It's incredibly uncomfortable.
What kind of saving throw did you say?
Wisdom saving
Wisdom
throw.
saving throw?
DC
He
16.
definitely fails, taking 7 more psychic damage.
That's a 9 plus 1, 10.
7 psychic damage to Jacquino.
That hurts.
I thought you were wiser than that.
Whoa.
Oh.
So did I.
Well, that was unpleasant. Creepy undead hands.
Yes,
Okay.
that was-
But it was
Bubal.
exciting, wasn't it?
I suppose.
Are you excited?
I'm going to come up right here
creeped
behind my
out.
good friend, and I'm going to place my hand on his shoulder and say,
"Oh,
be healed." And I give him back 9 hit points.
9 hit points to Jacquino.
Yeah.
Now,
Which level spell was that, Bubal?
That was Cure Wounds, level 1.
those hit points taste a little bit of oregano. Is that right? Oregano.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. I like it. Thank you.
Anything else on your turn?
That'll be all.
Deg.
So I am on fire, but I am hoping we can finish this really fast. So I am going to, instead of putting myself out, move to this angle, and I'm going to pull out my hand axe and my dagger that I grabbed off the floor, and I'm going to throw them right at this little guy.
All right. Ranged attack.
That's a nat 20.
He's come around!
Damage.
And I'm 10 feet away from all my friends. And so because of that,
You are not 10 feet
I'm
away
not.
from Jacquino.
Dang it.
He's within 10 feet.
I thought I had swagger and I did not. So that is only 14 damage.
Is that including your natural 20?
That's including the 20.
14 points of damage, which I track. I don't know why I'm pointing.
But then
at
I pull out my dagger from Jacquino, I pull it out of my boot pocket, and I kind of have to angle it over the dead elemental.
I mean, it's.
And I throw it.
It's not really an up angle, it's a dissipated form.
Yeah.
So don't you worry, Deg, it's
There's
easy.
a lot of smoke from it, though. And I roll that, that's a 5 plus 7.
12 will not connect.
That's how it goes.
Can I try? I guess I'm not close enough. I was going to try and catch the dagger as a reaction, maybe.
I don't believe that's a rogue ability.
It's not, but I thought it would be cool if he was like, "I'll give you this back," and I'm like,
That's what I was trying to do.
Delia, I believe it's your turn.
All right. I am going to. Drosha just whispered something to me, but I didn't hear it. Well.
Hey, Delia, you should probably put out the fire.
Okay,
Delia's turn.
Just because Deg told me to, I am going to put out the fire that is all over me.
cool.
Yeah, and that's...
Delia takes 5 points of damage at the start of
Oh,
her
yeah, I
turn
do.
because of being on fire.
Woo, yeah, we're definitely putting this fire out right away. Not comfortable with it. And, you know, we are actually just gonna stay where we are and be like, "You're doing good, Deg!"
You can do it.
You can do it.
All right, anything else on your turn?
That's it.
Jacquino.
right. I'm going to use the mage hand to put myself out. Pat, 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 pat.
All
Put
righty.
out that fire.
It is an action to put yourself out.
That's fine. I have been wanting to try this. Can I, as a bonus action, produce an illusory double while simultaneously stepping back so that I can move and avoid an opportunity attack? Does that make sense?
So it definitely makes sense, but it's not built into your ability that you could use this to avoid an attack of opportunity.
That's fine.
Honestly, he could be real fancy about it, but I don't think it would fool anyone.
I mean, there is the rule of cool, but...
At this point, they
That's
have
fine.
also fallen prey to your illusory double more than once.
That's fine. All right, then I'm going to disengage as a bonus action and use my movement to come back here.
But that's how it works.
It's Tiny's turn. He steps up.
We meet again.
To the man who turned him into a bush.
I
And
think
he
he thinks
bellows, and his mouth glows white hot as he screams at you, and he swings. With a 22 to hit.
22.
That is 10 points of damage to
8
Bubal.
damage still, because he's tiny, yes?
8 points of damage because he's tiny.
Hooray!
But he is on fire.
Did someone boo me for that?
What do you have against Bubal?
Second attack! Another 22.
Oh!
Doing another 8 points. But he is already on fire.
I think they were saying boo ball.
I was saying boo.
Tilly.
All right, I'm going to come forward just a little bit, and I'm going to cast Ray of Frost again. So from the open sarcophagus, you'll see a flash of light go straight from the inside out. It's going to cascade downward upon the elemental. Spell attack.
Ranged spell attack, please.
That would be a natural 20.
Tilly, finish him.
Yes!
The ice spike comes down and it collides with the elemental, and then there's just steam. There's just a big billowing steam cloud that erupts from where the ice hits the fire. And when the steam cloud dissipates, the elemental is gone.
Yeah.
It cannot even cry out as it is consumed by the ice and turns to nothing.
Pat the fire out.
It is at this point that Hotch, his voice is heard from the pouch you carry him in.
The Fire Giant King has been very busy, trying to learn magics that he does not understand. This is sloppy, this is uneducated, but the evidence of it is everywhere. It's strange that he's even able to accomplish these things because he shouldn't have this much raw magical power. He must be getting it from something.
Do you think that he's made a deal with someone?
It's possible.
I smell a deal.
Would possession of a spellbook give him these abilities?
Oh, I'm quite confident that this has everything to do with the spellbook in question. But even then, he should not be able to channel this much raw magical power.
What about your employer or whoever is calling the shots? Because I couldn't help but notice that somebody who looked very much like you was briefly inside the coffin.
They look nothing like me.
I'm terribly sorry. I didn't quite mean it like that. I'm very oblivious.
You're very handsome.
You're incredibly handsome. Whatever it was significantly less handsome than you are.
You're just saying it.
No.
No. I mean it.
Hotch, even I can confirm this, and we're not on good terms.
We're easily within the top 3 of this party.
3?
No,
In this party?
You're 1, don't worry.
Wait, 3?
Yeah. Me, you, and Hotch.
Children.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
My captors are very desirous to obtain this spell book. The fact that the Fire Giant King is keeping it would displease them greatly.
So not them is helping him out.
No.
Well, luckily you're in the presence of some people that are very good at retrieving objects such as this.
We're incredibly sneaky.
Most of us.
That is well, as I believe you will need it. But I suggest we move on. We've learned all we can here.
Right. Shall we, friends?
Before we go, is there any way I could take any of that magic ice with me?
You can certainly pick up a piece.
I will gladly pick up a piece. I like it. It burns my hands, so I'm going to put it in my pocket and hope it doesn't melt.
It's cold.
It's very cold.
And I'd just like to test out the soil here, and I'm going to plant another one of my seeds.
This is a very stony city, but you are able to wedge it between two of the stones down in, and you plant a seed. It is a good seed.
Ah. And I'll tuck it in my pocket.
Oh, that one was pretty. How come that one was prettier than the last one?
Mother Nature. She's fickle.
I suppose.
I just want to make sure the citizens of Throsha understand what's going on here. You see, as a druid, our friend Bubal is very connected to nature. And he carries with him a handful of magic seeds. He can plant these seeds, and in a matter of seconds, he has in his hands a magical fruit. Now, nature can be a little difficult to predict. And so he's only able to tell whether this is a good fruit that he or an ally should eat, or a bad fruit that he should throw at an enemy. Beyond that, no one can tell what will happen. Back to the hex.
Thank you, Barkeep.
I'm
You
also
have
just-
created quite a stir. The large stone doors behind you burst open as the fire giant guard enters. There are 5 of them.
I'm going to cast Minor Illusion to make a sound behind them to try and draw their attention, and then gesture that we need to get out of here.
I also
Sneaky
was
like.
about to give myself 20 hit points from my pool of healing.
You're definitely able to give yourself 20 hit points to Delia as she casts this spell. You do cast Minor Illusion, however, they come charging into the room. They are completely focused on you, and before you have opportunity to really react, you are scooped up
Oh,
and taken.
Your hands are very warm.
excuse me.
Do not like.
You seem to have scooped us up. Could you let us?
You are conveyed away through the city as voices shout out, talking of intruders, speaking of usurpers. And you are taken to a prison cell. You are cast inside, and as the fire giants walk you in, you see flaming dogs surrounding their feet, barking excitedly.
I don't like these puppies.
You can tell that these beasts are in the employ of the fire giants as guard dogs. However, as they leave, they kick one dog aside, which a kick from a fire giant is a very substantial thing. It is lifted from the ground.
Not cool.
And thrown into the wall.
You don't kick a dog.
Who would ever?
Even if it is
refuse-
on fire.
It makes a terrible sound.
Oh, poor little pooch.
I don't like that.
As the fire giant, the last fire giant, is leaving the cell, a captain comes back and says,
The 2 smallest ones are supposed to go with all the rest.
and he turns back, opens the cell, and grabs your 2 gnome friends.
Oh, wait,
say-
they're with us.
It'll be all right. We can.
And their mouths are covered as they are taken away. The door is slammed again, and the fire giant eyes the dog to get out of the way as Hurley scrambles to the side to avoid taking another blow. I need every champion to roll me a d20. We're going to begin with Clan Malthael, down on the end.
That is a natural 20.
Tilly!
That is also a natural 20.
Mage
Mage hands.
Mage hand.
So I was a little quick and rolled. I rolled a 19, but I could do it again if
19's fine. Dag.
That's a 1.
All right.
I'm so sorry.
Delia.
I'm so sorry.
Don't come at me, bro. That's a 12. Okay. that's
All right.
acceptable.
Yeah, Delia.
Thanks.
When you were taken by the fire giants, in their hurry to throw you in the cell, Deg, your sword was taken.
Oh no. That's all I have from my grandpa. Oh no. He's gonna. Oh, my mom's gonna kill me. Oh no. Okay.
It's okay.
That's fine.
It'll be. We'll get it. We'll get it back. It's gonna be okay.
Champions, as you sit in your cell, you can see resting a ways away from you, is this hellhound. You also notice that in his mouth, he's holding a key. The sound of barking hellhounds is heard elsewhere in the keep, and the dog looks up and whines in a happy sort of way.
What a good pooch.
Champions, let's learn a little bit more about the Hex Challenge that lay before you.
In this challenge, you are attempting to win over the hellhound who is holding the key to your cell in its mouth. You do this in the only logical way. Each champion will be assigned a set of ears and an image of a dog. After this is done, on the screens on the back of the hex, a sequence of dog images will flash one at a time, accompanied by the sound of barks. Your objective as champions is to replicate this sequence by holding up your personal dog image at the appropriate time and barking. If you do this correctly, the hellhound will howl his approval. However, if you fail to correctly recreate the order, the hellhound will growl, signifying your failure. The first sequence will contain 6 images. Every round, 2 additional images will be added on to the sequence. This will continue for 5 rounds. To be successful, you need to accurately recreate the sequence 3 out of the 5 rounds. Beginning in the 3rd round, every round that you fail, the hellhound will grow frustrated and breathe fire, causing damage to the party. You may purchase from the Boon Store the ability to view the sequence again and repeat a round which you have already attempted.
Most noble thing we've done.
No bones about it.
They've had a rough day. Give them a break.
It's been a long one.
All right, champions. Once you have received your ears and your image,
That would be.
I'm blue.
Nice.
I know which clan is which. Don't worry, guys.
Dogs are colorblind. A little sensitivity, please.
Oh.
All right.
Was he a
Wait,
dog?
okay,
in some
green is
capacity?
Talum. I got it.
Yes.
Krello will be portraying the hellhound for the purposes of
Purple.
our challenge.
There you go.
Champions, once you have your ears and image, please come over here to the front of the stage.
There we go.
You will have the opportunity to plan / huddle / scheme up together for 30 seconds how you want to approach this challenge. Now, Krello, we're going to give them space for now. But please, the 5 of you come forward. You have 30 seconds to discuss how you want to do this challenge.
Okay, team. If we can remember like 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, we can remember the order.
I think we should get in order physically.
Like
as we learn the order we move?
Right.
Okay.
When we see the
Starting
dogs.
one here.
They might repeat, though. It's
If
not
they
just-
repeat, we gotta remember it.
if we can remember, if every time you see yours, you can be like 1st,
And
2nd, 3rd, like
you can
2nd,
talk to each
3rd,
other about
5th,
the order.
7th, then we can remember the order.
Or we could put a number to each one of us, like Malthior's 1, Benedet's 2, Talum 3, Krieg 4, Arya 5, and that way you can, because your brain can remember like 9 numbers at once. I learned that in school.
I have a -1 modifier.
Your
I don't know
30
if I can.
seconds have passed, champions.
I like your idea. I think we should
That's a
just
good idea.
remember what number in the sequence.
I'll try it again. Your 30 seconds have passed, champions.
1, 2, 3.
You will now
4,
turn
5.
and face the screens. The order will proceed once. And then you'll have a decision to make.
That's me.
All right, champions.
I don't think I showed up once.
I was
Now-
2nd.
First.
Oh, sorry, Galvor.
Here's your decision. You may make an attempt right now, or you may see this sequence one more time. If you make an attempt right now, it will not count against you. But if you make an attempt right now and you're successful, this second viewing that you have could be banked for a future round.
I think we should give it a try.
Do you think we could try?
Let's try it.
All right.
Let's give it a shot.
All right. Now, if you please.
Trying not to block you.
You are
Citizens, I
trying
love
to
you.
win the affections and the trust of this dog. Hence, we need you to kneel in a non-threatening position, as body language is very important to canines.
Brilliant. That'll let me see the screens. Although obviously I've committed the order to memory.
Obviously.
You must face forward.
No
as the sequence
cheating,
will be
champions.
Shown behind you.
I am the Hellhound of Justice.
Okay.
I approve.
Champions, you've successfully passed round 1, and you have also banked an extra view. The sequence will now receive 2 additional images. You may turn and watch as the sequence plays again.
Okay. Okay.
Turn and kneel. Unless you wish to use your second viewing.
You're going to get your fingers bit, mate.
Who's a good boy?
Right, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
The third sequence. No desire to use the second viewing. Very well.
Right.
Champions, the fourth sequence you must continue because if you do not please the Hellhound, he will breathe fire.
Oh,
Oh, good,
that would have
good,
been
good,
nice
good.
to know at the beginning.
Is that a... that
Only
one
the
count?
ones with barks count.
All right.
Kind of throwing us for a loop there.
Found any calling in life.
Final round. Turn around. Champions, I am in awe.
I'm not going to breathe fire on them at all. This is a ripoff.
We got this.
We got this.
I had to. I'm sorry.
I've never felt so robbed by a hex challenge. I didn't get to hurt them at all.
Playana has decreed all of you receive 10 hit points for an exceptionally well done performance.
That's what comes from being a dog person. And I would like to cast Mage Hand, give my Mage Hand one of my rations, and feed it to the pooch.
He approaches, eats it gratefully,
boy.
and using his head,
right.
tosses you the keys to the cell.
Yeah, over there.
I want. I also want to. See, I would also like to cast my Mage Hand once more, no skin. It's going to take one of my butterfly eggs, and it's also going to throw it at the pooch. Oh.
Yay! Ow.
I thought it was
Jack,
cute.
you know,
Yes.
two things.
It was.
One,
I think you
didn't mean
connected.
it. I know
Thank
you're the
you.
third
I
best
love
looking
your
in the party.
hair, by the way.
And two,
you.
I think I'm trying
Yes, they've
too hard
hatched.
with
They've
Dahlia.
finally
I think
hatched. I've been
I'm
waiting all
doing
week.
okay. What do you think? What do you think?
Maybe take a breath. Play it cool. You know, you're sweating like
I'm sweating
like
a lot right now.
crazy. It's like drenching me.
And I've thrown up like 3 times.
Yeah, you can't have anything in your stomach anymore. Just take it easy, all right?
You got it all.
No, it's fine.
All right.
So these are butterfly eggs.
Oh, yes, of
This
course.
is my shiny water.
Shiny one.
My pieces of iron.
Champions.
My little people.
As you make your way out of your cell, no longer with your gnome guides to convey you, you begin to take steps further into the keep when a tiny hooded figure, the same size roughly as your companions from before, appears from behind a pillar and says, "You must follow me now, or none of us will make it out of here alive."
Absolutely.
May I insight check this
Insight check.
individual?
It's a high DC for a shadowy figure. Make your insight check.
I'll take it, you know.
5.
That is a 13 plus nothing. 13.
13. Hard to tell with a shadowy figure.
Right.
Right.
It was worth a shot.
Ask questions later. Let's get out of here now. Quietly.
Come along. Come along.
Yes, yes.
She leads you down what appears to be a hidden passage, which she claims was a servant corridor. And she leads you to an exterior window. She pushes the window open and steps out, seemingly into the air, standing on nothing. And she turns and gestures to you. Come along.
I really don't like heights.
I'm going to cast me Mage Hand and see if I can find any purchase with it.
It finds resistance.
Feels solid.
I just go right on that.
I follow Booball.
Right.
No,
follow
I'm
Dag.
not
Hey.
doing this.
It's all right.
Okay.
Hey, look. It's solid. Yeah.
Okay, I'll step out.
Zeg, what did we say about not trying so hard?
No, you're right.
What?
Right.
As you step out
Okay.
I don't know.
into the air,
I'm overthinking everything.
your feet find purchase.
This is so.
Your guide beckons you along. Quickly now. Quickly. And you're conveyed off and around the side of the volcano. Don't worry, it's old gnome magic. Everything's going to be all right.
Yes, that sounds good. I'm going to, just to be on the safe side, have my hand on my rope and my grappling hook, just in case.
All right. She turns and says, "Here, this should help." Jacquino, I believe you were in front of the line.
Yes.
She reaches up gently, allowing you to prevent her from touching you. As she puts her thumbs over your eyes and rubs so gently. And as she takes her hands away, you turn and see glass under your feet that you couldn't see before. And you see in the distance ahead of you a castle that appears to be made of the same glass. She allows you to pass her, and she turns one at a time, gently rubbing your eyes. And as she takes her hands away, you can see this path laying before you, going to this mysterious Glass City. Barkeep, how are the keys?
They need to recharge, Galivor. I'm sorry.
Before we go, may I open the boon store one more time?
You may.
I would like to purchase a 3rd level spell slot because I've been burning them.
All right. Chantilly spends 400 boons to recover a 3rd level spell slot.
Good choice.
Thank you.
Barkeep, please bring our champions home.
I'm closing the channels.
Oh, no, no, no,
dear.
no.
Ladies and gentlemen, our courageous champions.
Barkeep, thank you. Champions, thank you for your bravery. Thank you for your service. I believe we need to take some rest.
Please.
But, Barkeep, will you please collect their sigils?
Champions, one at a time, please. Present your sigils to me. Get due to the citizens. Ladies and gentlemen, Jacquino from Malthior. Tilly from Veneda. Bubal from Talum. Dig from Krieg. And Delia from Aria. And of course, our incredible Hexmaster, Galivor. Once again, citizens, you have seen the incredible things our champions can do. You have also seen the forces that they are up against. So once again, we thank you for your presence, your faith, your boons, and we ask that you will join us in the future as once again we enter the Hex!